We are back again for another episode of In Max We Trust. We have Miss Kayla Dawson here today. Someone I've known for, God, it's been too long now.
It's been a really long time.
It's been some years. We've had a ride.
Yeah.
We've had a real ride.
Yes.
Because when I first met you, we were at a gentleman's club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you were an entertainer there. Your hair was shorter.
Yes.
And you were going through some shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were the wild child of the club.
Yes.
You were the one that we were like, fuck, we may have to fire her. Like every other day. We were like,
What was she doing?
What wasn't she doing? Okay.
Yeah.
She was young. Were you old enough to drink yet?
No, not when I first started.
When you first got there, you were not old enough to drink, right?
No.
So there was, she may or may not have been there. We saw her at one point. She was sober. We looked up. She was drunk. And we were like, how?
Allegedly.
No, there's no allegedly. No.
That's not what happened.
Fact. Liddy McGinnis, 46 minutes into the shift. And we were like, how? And at that time, I'm not a manager. I'm just, one of the security guys. So I'm like, you good? You good? You all right? But as always, a great performer, always a consummate professional. But a little bit of a troublemaker here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, even in my day-to-day, like, that is something that is just, that's kind of who I am. And you guys were there for me.
There were many times we're like, we're going to fire Dawson. Really? Nah, we're not.
And then I'd show up and be like, oh my gosh, like, what happened? Like,
the next day, you're like, what did I do? See, she doesn't even know. It doesn't count.
Yeah, right?
It doesn't count. But how did you get into dancing, though?
Well, I had this really, I'm not going to say, like, bad friend, but I had this person that when I was living in Newport Richie, and I basically was like...
Shout out NPR over here.
No,
I was like,
we're not going to shout out Newport Richie. Ew.
I said, I'm not going home. Like, my aunt said, okay, you can't stay here anymore. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going back to Virginia to do anything. I've already made it this far. Like, what's the point? So I had, like, a couple of friends. I used to, like, street dance, and, like, I had, like, a very interesting group of people that I knew. And I asked this one girl, I was like, hey, do you have somewhere that I can stay, like, for cheap? I just need to get, like, on my feet, basically. Yeah. She was like, come room with me. I was like, okay, cool. She was a dancer, and she also did a plethora of other things.
What else did she do?
But
we can say it.
Oh.
We're good.
What did she do?
Yeah, we're green.
I mean, you didn't say your name, so...
Yeah, you didn't say her name, so we can say it.
Yeah,
we don't know her.
Like
she was
a prostitute?
Yeah, like,
there
she had,
go.
like, problems. Like, I actually had, like, this deep sympathy for her, where it was like, you're really troubled. I don't think the girl had ever had, like, a real friend. But, I also needed money, and so, she had, like, experience dancing, so it was like, okay, cool, like, show me this,
Give me
and, but then there would be times, where she was doing crazy things for, like, a bag of weed, and I was like, okay, like, obviously I didn't have anywhere to go. I was like, I'm just gonna stick this out because I'm in survival. Like, that's you, not me.
Yeah, they got nothing to do with me.
It has nothing to do with me.
Do your body,
and
your
like,
coochie, do what you do with it.
And I mean, sometimes they'd have friends. We'd be sitting there, like, looking at magazines, like, well, they're busy over there.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
Meanwhile, she's getting her back blown out in the other room.
And so that was how, like, I got into it. And then maybe, like, a month and a half later, that's when my sister had ran away.
Oh, that's right.
And then we went through this crazy thing where, like, she had the Amber Alert out on her. And I went to pick her up. And I didn't know that there was an Amber Alert out on her until I got to, like, South Carolina. Like, we were, like, on our way back. And my mom had called me, and she was like, hey, like, just so you know, there's, like, a national Amber Alert out on your sister. And I was like, oh, so, like, we could walk into Walmart right now, and I could get, like, arrested?
For
That's
kidnapping.
Crazy. For kidnapping, yeah. And so I was like... Well, and I love my mom so much, but she was really struggling at the time, so she wasn't necessarily in, like, a place where she could do anything.
For your sister, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like...
She's what, 2 years younger than you?
4.
4, okay.
Actually, 4, yeah.
Jesus. So
and I was only 20, yeah. And
she
I was
was
only
that
20.
young when I met her.
So she was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Amber Alert, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
God.
And so when she had, like, we went back up to my mom's house because my mom said, hey, we need to clear this. I said, we're on our way because, like, I'm not trying to play with this.
Yeah.
Well, we stay for, like, a night. She's having some type of episode, and we didn't get it cleared, but I did get, like, verbal permission that I recorded of her saying, like, you can take her, and I got, like, I think I had her, like, sign something when she was, like, not really aware of what she was signing. But I knew, like, I needed that. Yeah. And then, like, we come all the way down here, and I go to, like, the Tampa Police Department, and, I mean, when I tell you guys, I didn't have, my tags on my car were dead. I didn't have an ID because when I had came down here prior, I had gotten my license suspended because I had gotten in an accident, but everything was registered. I was a Virginia resident. I was like visiting, you know what I'm saying? But they suspended my Florida license. So when I was ready to get my Florida license, they were like, can't do that.
Fun fact.
And I was like, oh, okay, like I've never.
Tampa's good for suspending a license.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, this is new for me, whatever. And so I was like, just give me an ID card. I really don't care. So I had an ID card. Me and my sister roll up in this little shit box that I was driving to the police department. It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I said, hey, there's this officer walking to his car. I said, I need it like a minute, like if you have a minute.
Yeah.
And he comes over, he talks to us. I like kind of tell him what's going on. He said, okay, I need to call your father. I said, have fun. Here's his number. And
do try.
Yeah, have fun.
He went out for milk and I didn't see him again.
Yeah, like
you let me know what you get.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't say mom first. He went straight for father, huh?
Well, yeah, because my dad technically had legal custody of my sister, like from a legal standpoint.
Okay.
And so he goes back to his car, calls my dad. We're sitting there like 20 minutes sweating at this point. We're like, you know what's going on.
We're both going to jail. Fuck it.
And yeah, like.
Well, at least you got a place to stay.
Yeah,
right,
we got 3 hots and a cot, baby.
A couple meals here and there, whatever. And so when he finally comes back to the car, it was like, you need to work on the relationship with him, but I'm going to clear this for you. And that's kind of where I knew, like, whatever he had said, the officer had to have just used his best judgment. And he's like, you know what? Looks like you guys are good here. Like,
we're going to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. And so he's like, you know, you have your license, registration, whatever. I handed my ID card. This was such a green light moment for me where he goes, are you aware this is an ID card? I said, yes. And we just moved forward. Like, he could have arrested me right there.
Off ticket.
Off ticket, yeah. And he didn't. And so then, like, this was around Valentine's Day. And I remember the first, like, shift that I had worked since going through any of this, I went to DD, and
What's DD for those who don't know?
Diamond Dolls. Okay.
Okay,
I had went there, and by the way, awesome club.
I knew what it was.
Yeah, I know you know.
I didn't know what it was.
He has no clue.
Okay, so yeah, that's where I ended up going, and
Why
I
didn't
made
you go to the PH?
because
She's a
I
rookie.
wasn't there yet. I was a
rookie.
rookie. Yeah, like that was intimidating.
To walk in the penthouse, you gotta know some shit.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a status, and they hold their girls to a very high standard.
Yeah.
Like I've seen girls that are like our top tier at Oz or other clubs that are top dogs over there. They walk over to penthouse like, oh yeah, they're gonna hire me. Penthouse,
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, look where it's at.
But they know their lane, and that's where they stay.
Same with Dollhouse.
Yeah. And like eventually I had gone to those places, but like
You didn't,
not this first time.
Yeah, I need you to understand what this is not what you got.
No. I was maybe like 105 pounds soaking wet, bald.
Yeah.
Old.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Like you remember like Eminem, like
Yes.
this is Stan video.
Oh my God,
This
bro.
is Stan where Buddy's like angry. That's bro.
That's
like
you, Kayla.
like
That's-
like,
yeah,
that,
like,
a
I
chick version of that,
shaved
bro.
my
That's
head.
where we were at with it.
And then I went by Dawson and wore wife beaters, so it didn't help.
Yeah.
Swear.
She had a very like lesbian vibe to her.
Yeah.
at
Well,
the
and then
time.
I put out a rap song, so that didn't help either. It was like,
You know what I'm saying?
you know, like yeah. So it
I
was
mean, it kind of does sound like you're going Eminem all the
just
way.
all the way.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Not from Detroit, though. You
Rough
know?
family home life. Now
8
I'll
Mile
turn
was
around.
my shit. Like that, I know every word to this day. Like that was, you know, that built me.
It was inspirational.
Yeah, no, for real. Like I was like, I
Felt
can do
that.
this too. And so then I made my first $500. Like that ended up kind of catalyzing. Like, okay,
I can do something with
I can do something with this, and I have a kid to take care of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a diploma right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I graduated high school, but they don't care about honors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any resources that were going to set me up to be able to get ahead at all. And so I was like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do.
And by kid, you mean your sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, like
Not like an actual kid.
no,
okay.
but I mean,
That's
especially
Well,
where
she was a kid. Yeah. At
and
that
like
age.
mentally
Yeah.
very like fragile, very like. I had to protect this kid because like
Yeah.
she was young and she was really not doing that great. So I was like, I did it. It started to produce enough to where I was like, okay, I can at least like sustain us for right
I
now.
can hold it down.
Exactly. And then the craziest thing happened, which actually ended up leading us to get our first apartment, was like we had a video that went viral on TikTok, hit 2.2 million views. Like, I love this story.
Can I pull
love
up the
this
video?
story. Huh?
Can I pull up the video?
No, because I
Okay.
did end up deleting the account because whole spiritual thing, like that's not who I am anymore.
Valid.
But I could send it to you. You could put it on like the side if you want. But basically, we had gone down to Madeira Beach. We still didn't have a place to live yet, and I met this dude on the beach. This was the day that really we had exhausted all of our resources, and it was like we literally have nothing. I had a bag of apples. We slept in the Publix parking lot. Had toothbrushes. Brushed our teeth on the beach. I said, "What are we gonna do? What do you do when you're having the worst day of your life? You go to the beach. Like, at least that fixes everything for
in
me.
Florida, it makes you feel better.
It fixed everything, right?" And I was like, okay, let's just go to the beach. We're hanging out. And then, like, a couple hours go by, and there's this, I mean, you know, like Larry the Lobster on SpongeBob?
SpongeBob, yeah.
He really was like Larry the Lobster, but, like, greased up, tan. He was a Ric Flair impersonator.
Got it.
Okay,
Oh,
which...
like literally.
Literally, like, would go to, like, WrestleMania and stuff. You know, he approaches me. Obviously, I'm going to talk to him. You're not talking to my sister.
Not
Like,
even a little
not even
bit.
a chance, yeah.
Not even.
So I'm like trying to feel this guy out, like, what do you want? You
Yeah.
know, and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, not like what's going on, but eventually I'm like, yeah, like, we have nothing going on.
Yeah.
He's like, let me buy you a sandwich, whatever. And I'm like, absolutely. Yeah, appreciate it. So, and then he's like, that morning when we brushed our teeth on the beach, I posted the TikTok video. But what I would do, because my phone was shut off, and I had a track phone that I would load a gigabyte. It was like $10 a gigabyte. I'd load a gigabyte of data onto that phone. I'd connect it to my iPhone. That's when I posted the video. Well, then I've got so much going on. I didn't think about that video. Like, I posted it, and that was done. Like, I forgot I even did it. And then we go have a sandwich, whatever. We stayed the night at his house because he was like, stay in the spare bedroom. I'm like, cool. This gives us 24 hours to like figure something out.
Give us a good shower.
You know, exactly. A pillow? Come
Call
on.
that.
Come on.
An actual stretch them out.
Yes, yeah.
sir.
And so that's when I was like, okay, we did that. And then we ended up opening like the TikTok later the next day. And I mean, I had like maybe like 300,000 views. It was like I had $3,000 in my Cash App. I was like, people were literally like changing my sister and I's life. Like it was like so surreal. I was like in tears, still looked like Slim Shady, was like posted a Slim Shady video. I'm so thankful. I can't like even wrap my mind around this. That started this whole thing. Like, first off, as soon as he realized, he was like, now I'm going to charge you to stay at my house. And I was like, you're insane. We got to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, we wait till he's like doing something. I'm like, okay, let's bounce.
Let's get him out of here.
And we're like on our way to the Starbucks. Car shuts down in like turn lane. And I was like, okay. So I end up getting the car into like this lot. This like grandma and her son, like, or this grandma and like her grandkid, they like pick us up, take us to the Starbucks. We spend the next couple hours like talking about, you know, what's going on. We're posting updates. We're talking about the story, whatever. And then, we lived in a hotel for a few weeks. These like TikTok people would literally like send us gas station like snacks, and we'd like show back up to the hotel, and there'd be like a bag from 7-Eleven from some stranger that was like, hey, like I just, you know,
make sure you're good.
Just like so much love. It was so cool. We had a PO box. We were doing unboxings, and then we got our first like studio apartment, and that's where I ended up 5 minutes from Omnia.
Yes, sir.
And then I was like, well, let me walk in here. And I remember I saw Bruce, and I said, you know, I was like, hey, like, do you work here? And he was like...
Offended.
Yeah, he was offended.
It's like, how dare you not know I work here? I run this place when no one else is here.
Yeah, and I had, like, no idea. And then he takes me upstairs, and I'm pretty sure that's when I think I met Clay first.
Yeah, Clay was the first person.
Yeah, and then, you know, they let me work, and that's literally what, like, sustained me for a really long time. Like, you guys became my family. It became such a way for me to, like, let out all that heathenness like that I had within me.
Because when you're not there, you've got to be in, you know, mama bear mode, protecting your sister at all times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. And it, you know, it was a really good way to just like have, I mean, the girls were awesome. It was a good environment. Like, and it was 5 minutes from the house. I actually did end up getting rid of that car that kept breaking down every 15 minutes. Because it was just, I didn't even know, when I sold the car, I didn't know if it was a real $100 bill that I sold it for. So, like, I'm getting rid of the car. I look at this dollar bill, and I'm like, I don't think that's real. But it was such a headache that I didn't even stress. I was like, if it's not real, it's still such a lifesaver to me, whatever. It ended up being real. But there was a moment where I was like, I don't think this is real.
Monopoly money.
Yeah, so, and, you know, I was still able to get to work and do what I needed to do, and I mean, that's kind of where I fell in love with pole. Like,
Yeah.
I still have one at the house. Like,
Yeah.
even though I don't dance anymore actively, like.
But it's still a good, people do it for workout purposes now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and it's a great way to express yourself. Like, I used to shave my head and paint my face and do all these crazy photo shoots, and now I am just channeling that slightly differently, but I don't think I'll ever stop expressing.
Because, I mean,
like,
respectfully, of the people who do it, you're in that upper echelon of performers to be able to do shit. Like,
Like, you doing tricks and shit?
yeah. Yeah, even bald Slim Shady, she'd have like 30 grown men going, huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You
I definitely.
You ever fall? There's that one stripper that fell
in Miami?
In Miami.
Where she's
like
at that big ass pole. Yeah.
And
face first?
Face first, broke her leg, twerked it off, walked off stage, then went to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, you got a couple cracked
ribs, broken leg, and fractured her orbital socket or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So not only in that girl's case, the club took care of her.
Oh, really?
The club took care because they didn't have to because they signed independent contract waivers that say if you die,
not on me,
not on us. Like you're signing over any and all responsibility to the club. But the club took care of her because she's one of their top earners. Then on top of that, customers were cash apping her money for medical expenses.
Almost like a GoFundMe.
Not even a GoFundMe.
I know.
But it was just like, because, a lot of girls put like their cash app and all that payment shit on their page. That girl made like 3.5.
Wow.
In donations.
What?
Yeah.
Stop.
In just donations.
Mil.
In just donations.
Wow.
She had some blue checks in there. She talked about it on an interview that don't quote me on this, but I want to say like Drake sent her like $50K.
No way.
I mean, but that's a hard fall to take.
It was 2 stories.
I mean, that's
that'd be what Omnia. If you fell from the very top of Omnia,
the very top.
You have to fall from like the very top.
Yeah.
She was like hanging on the rafters, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I think if I saw the video correctly.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then without hesitation, as soon as she lands,
twerked
off stage.
She earned that.
I would say so.
Like there's no way as I could not be a customer or working there and watch. Bow. Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you die? Twerk? Really? That's where we're at? So, hey, DJ, cut the beat. Do something. New chick. Give me somebody.
Burr.
Yeah.
Nobody's first thought was call 911 though.
No.
Which is wild to me.
It could have been me because I'd have been the DJ back, wah, wah, wah. Like, I'd have been the worst. It'd have been fucking terrible for me. And she's safe. Like, it'd have been bad, dude. Like, and I see, if I work there, I'm going, she still has a tip out.
Wow.
Yeah, I need that. Regardless.
I mean, no offense, she's 3.5 richer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, she's gonna get
tip out the DJ.
She's about to get like sympathy payments out of this. Like, need that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I'm gonna sell this footage for you and get it rolling. Like, easy money. Have you ever had any bloopers? Like
any bloopers?
Like falling off the pole. Like, there's one I remember. I'm gonna see where you're at with it.
I'm like.
And were you sober or drunk?
Probably like. Shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Like, because when I'm not, like, I'm clean. I'm very clean. But I also am, like, if I have one shot, I might have 9. Like,
in, like, an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this isn't, like, a 9 through the course of the night. Like, once
like,
1 or 2 roll, we knew to go, who's babysitting today? Who's doing it?
Yeah.
Who's doing it? Rock, paper, scissors, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there was one night I remember.
The guys are buying it for you, so it's like, okay, whatever. You're going to keep saying yes.
No, even if they're not.
Even if they're not.
She's rolling.
Oh,
she's like, let me get that tequila.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
One time, you remember that? I don't know if you were there. Remember that one time when I came in as a customer, and then I ended up making the club, like, a couple bands or something? Like,
easily a couple bands.
Like, I don't even really remember. And I remember you guys telling me, you were like, you have 15 minutes before you need to go.
Literally.
And then I think
we had to cut you off. We had to be like,
I remember standing at the teller and being like, I guess I'm going in the back. Like,
yeah. Like, made the club bands that night. Came as a customer and was like,
I was in jeans and a
t-shirt. Did you dance though or no?
I mean, in the back,
in the back,
but like not on stage.
Yeah, allegedly.
Jeans and a t-shirt.
Allegedly. I don't know who condoned those type of things.
I wonder if his name was Max.
I don't know,
sure.
The numbers speak for themselves that night.
Yep. And that's how you don't get thrown out.
Yeah, that's
the only way.
When I tell you, if I'm not mistaken, dude did like hour rooms back to back, and we were like, that's $660 off every time he runs his card. It's $660.
And it wasn't just me back there.
It wasn't. Just
it was like he had like 4 or 5 chicks.
Like so, like
and
the way
$2,400 right there.
Yeah, but here's how this how we got away with it. He had to get like dancers involved too. It's one thing to have her back there, but he had to get like other dancers.
Yeah.
So
that wasn't
did the other girls tip you out for getting them back there?
I was so wasted. I didn't even know I made money.
Like
I came in the next day.
I had to put money to the side for her.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I give it to her now, she's gonna blow it. So I literally just put it to the side and was like, she'll be back. She'll come get this. She'll come get this.
Yeah. I think I went home with like a cowboy hat, and I woke up.
His cowboy hat.
And I like wake up. There's like this red cowboy hat in my house, and I'm like,
the fuck
I'm in my bed right now, and I have a cowboy hat, and my makeup's like 9 inches down my face.
Yeah.
Had to have been a good time, but like I didn't know.
Great time. It was you and 4 other girls in the champagne room.
Yeah, that's
so that's
$2,400 right there, man.
$660
times
4.
Yeah. Well, times 5.
Times 5 plus a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was okay. He left $1,000 tip. We're good here.
Yeah.
real good with whatever he wants to do today.
Right.
That's what you want to do, Bucko? Feel free.
Is that was his name, Paco?
No, Bucko. I don't remember. I remember his name. Oh fuck.
Yeah, he eventually got like banned or something for something.
He got into it with Clay.
Okay.
He got into it with Clay. Maybe like 6 months later. It was later. It was way later. He came in because he was a walking champagne room for the longest. So when I saw him, I was like, yeah, come on down, buddy.
He's our top customer.
Yeah, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Him and one of the other managers got into, like, dude was drunk. Like, and it's not, like, he's not a belligerent drunk. He's just I want to show you I have money. And there's it was like superiority complex when he comes in. But he's going to spend $3 or $4 grand.
Every time.
Stroke his little ego for a minute, fuck it, let him blow his money, and then go, hey, man, have a good night. We'll see you next time. End of the problem.
Anybody know what he did?
No. He liked to get like kind of beat up though. He was like
No, I meant like for a job.
No, I know, but like, I feel like he's one of those people, that like runs something.
Yeah.
And then he comes in so that way he can be like, dominated, humiliated, whatever.
He's
it was.
like a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those type dudes are always like someone really important.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's I can't say his name, but he is a public official in Pinellas County.
Okay.
He comes in very quietly. He comes in, he'll find me, he'll walk straight to me, he'll pick a girl. He's in the champagne room within like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Is he
no
wearing
face,
a mask?
no case.
Hey, Lila, he comes in. I mean, he's got a hat on. He'll come talk to me. He'll pick the girl, pay for their hour, go to the back. And then what he'll do is I come in at 51 minutes on the dot every time. I go, we're doing it again? Yeah. Okay, cool. He never has to leave. From there, when he's done, he'll walk from right out that champagne room, right out the front door.
Oh, shit.
Because it's literally from me to the door.
I mean, I ain't going to lie, dog. Guys love gentlemen's clubs and strip clubs as well. But I prefer a gentleman's club over, say, a Mons Venus or a 2001 Odyssey because that's just a little much.
Coochie all the way out?
I mean, you don't know what's coming out of there.
Yeah. If I wanted to do that, I'd go to the seafood market. Yeah, straight on that, bro.
Seafood market.
Straight on that. It'll be okay. But we'll have to come right back for round 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Got you covered. All right, here we go. Round 2 with Miss Kayla Dawson. We asked a question off air. What is the most you've made in a night as an entertainer?
That you remember.
That I remember. Easy, 35.
3,500.
Yeah, 3,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have to do to make that 3,500?
Okay, really great question. So there was this gentleman, and he told me that I looked like his dead wife, and and he was obsessed with me immediately. And I mean, I've got your heart in my pocket. I look like your ex-wife. Cool, let's run it. He just wanted me to come hang out with him for like a couple hours at his place. I wasn't that far. I was like, you know what? I'm on my way. Like, I'm on my way. He gave me at least like 12 just in the building.
Just showing up.
Just showing up.
1,200 just to show up?
Just to show up. And I was like, and I had already made like, I think at least, I made 12 in the club.
Oh, 12 in the club.
Yeah. And then he gave me like
Another
2 plus.
2 plus.
2 plus.
Oh, so you made 12 just in the club.
Just in the club.
And then after the club.
he was like, come over. And I
Okay.
was like, okay, like, fine. And I don't do adventures like that all the time. But.
2 bands.
This one, come on.
2 bands.
2,300.
I didn't, yeah. And I was gone in like 2 hours. I was like.
Just hanging out?
No
craziness?
He was sad.
He just wanted, so
just went.
$2,300 therapy session.
Yeah. And I was like.
Therapy session
like
include
you.
anything else or no?
Okay, I like you.
Yeah.
And then, he wanted to go on like dates and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. He ended up drunk one day, gave me both his credit cards.
What the fuck?
I probably spent.
Y'all some vixens.
I probably spent like 12,000 on his cards
What'd
in
you
like
buy?
3 weeks.
Wait, 12K?
Yeah.
What'd you buy?
Well, I paid for, okay, so this was when I was moving back to Virginia. I paid my rent. I was moving to go live in an RV. So I paid my rent for 3 months up front.
Okay.
So that way I didn't have to worry about it. I paid my car insurance off for the 6 months. I went and spent like $2,000 just on stuff to put in the RV.
Okay.
Probably dropped like 9 at Target. And then I went and bought a bunch of other stuff. I got a brand new guitar because I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
So you weren't like buying purses and shit like that?
No, I don't really. I mean, I get a purse from a thrift store.
Yeah.
I want
stuff
taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I want to be taken, And I was being smart. He called me one day because it kept declining because I kept trying to charge the 18 for my rent. And he was like, all you have to do is ask. And like, I was like, yeah, me and my friend are just going on a camping trip. Like, I just want to put it on, here. He was like, yeah, you just have to ask. Because they were flagging that because that's a lot of money. Yeah. And then he, like, unlocked it. I did it. And
kept it rolling.
I kept it rolling. Yeah.
Like, bro, the life of a pretty chick, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's all fun and games until you get a phone call and it's like, keep your head on a swivel because I have people who can find you.
That's what he said to you?
Yeah. Like, I gave his cards back to the police department because I felt like...
Yeah, just in case.
Like, I'm not going to have another interaction with you because, like, really, it wasn't doing nothing for me. I was like, it's fun, but at a certain point, you just get, like, you're driving me nuts. Like, and my peace is not worth any type of money, so...
And you're telling me $12K...
Just on the cards. Just on the cards.
But I'm talking about $12K and nothing extra happened for this $12K.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
especially 30.
No, I mean, like we had a little,
Oh, because
like,
I'm gonna have
a little relationship.
I'd have to. Look here. Let me tell you something. I'm blowing backs out for $12K
like,
to be paying rent. Yay.
It was.
I mean, were you
like,
his sugar baby? Is that basically what it was?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, to keep it nice and simple, yes. Like, we had it was a mutual, consensual relationship, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And he wanted to shower you with gifts.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And I had to listen to him breathe heavy for 5 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so he was a fat guy.
I mean, he wasn't thin. Like, he wasn't no small dude.
Ain't no
I mean, when you got money like that, when you've got,
you eat good.
He's got, he had... This was his third house, and it was a 7-story condo that I was going to hang out at. Like, but one night, like he was really unstable. So like one night, oh, this is good. Y'all really gonna like this one. Okay.
Buckle up.
So he wants to take me out to dinner. We go out to dinner, and we want to go on a boat ride. He's like, I want to go on a boat ride, and then we'll go out to dinner. We'll hang out with the captain and his wife. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
not a problem.
I'm riding in this little boat. I see the island. Stephen King owns an island, by the way, down close to Sarasota, which I had no idea. The boat, obviously, the captain, he's like, that's Stephen King's island. I'm like, didn't know that was on my bucket list, but that's cool. I got to see that, like, super dope. And then, we have a good time. We're just stopping in little places. I'm having a couple shots. He's doing, he's...
Wow.
And,
okay.
like, and, yeah.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly. Like, he did it.
Allegedly, he's doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And things that make a person really unstable. And so we go back to the dock to, like, go have dinner. Really nice restaurant. I mean, like, everybody at the table is getting surf and turf. Like... And we started off with calamari. We started off with scallop. Like, I mean, it was a great dinner.
Sounds like
5 minutes into the dinner, though. So, like, I was the first person to take my seat. Obviously, they're tying the boat up. He's doing something, don't know. And I had to go to the bathroom, change, go take my seat. Well, I end up sitting next to the captain. Mm-hmm. The wife is in front of me, and then he's in front of the captain. Like, it's kind of like this diagonal thing, which, like, really isn't that weird if you're all hanging out.
The wife is in front. So it's
the wife is
guy, girl, guy.
Well, but I mean, you're sitting next to the captain, and then your guy is sitting next to the captain's wife.
Yes.
And so that's a little bit strange in my opinion.
Right? Like, I brought you.
Because usually it's couples sitting next to each other.
Or at least across
from each other.
Yes. Even if they're across from each other, I'd be okay with
because then it'd be 2 dudes, 2 chicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when I had, like, when they were coming to sit back down, I had gone to the bathroom.
Oh,
so, like, I claimed my seat, and then I come back, and that's just how the dynamic was.
Got it.
Yeah, like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? It was just, like, it happened. And for me, that wasn't, like, weird. I was like, whatever, we're just gonna rock it. Like, me and him, my dad was a charter fisherman. We're talking about fish.
Okay,
like,
valid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, valid. I'm a bro. The bro in me will never die. I was Eminem at one point. Come on.
Valid.
And so, anyway, 5 minutes in, we're waiting on our food. And, I mean, he just gets, like, really pouty. Like, it was really weird. Like, he's mad for some reason. Obviously, we know the reason. But, like, I mean, but it was, like, one of those. It was, like, And I'm sitting there, like...
What's wrong with you?
How old is this motherfucker?
Old. That's all I'll say. Old enough.
Like 60s?
60s.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. So old man.
You know, maybe.
How old was the captain?
Not older than that, though.
How old
you know
was
what
the
I'm
captain?
saying?
Younger?
Yeah. Maybe like...
Better looking?
30s, 40s. I mean, neither of them... His wife's sitting right in front of me. I don't really play like that. Like, if... You know, I was having a good conversation with her, too.
Was his wife good looking?
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, and she was also, like, she was a scientist. Like, she worked... I'm into biology. She was into, like, you know, the CRISPR, like, technology and, like, genomics. And, like, so we're having all types of really cool, like,
sounds like a good conversation.
It was great conversation.
Yeah.
And that's, like that's my money.
Any of them wearing pineapples?
Huh?
Any of them wearing pineapples?
No pineapples.
I'm just saying, this is kind of what it sounds like.
No, because I've been...
Like, they were trying to swing or some shit.
I've been... I mean, if they were, I... Might have been a different night. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a different night. Like, I'll keep it real.
You might have participated in a little something.
You know, I mean, like...
And then you tell the guy that you came with, hey, breathe for 5 minutes and then get the fuck out.
Like, you know,
Either way, it's just who's breathing heavy for 5 minutes. Doesn't really matter.
You know, gotta do what you gotta do. And it was like... I get, like, aggravated. And I'm like, you gotta quit this, for real. And I start... I'm not being a little sweet, I'm pretty for you. No, like, you're getting on my nerves. Yeah. And you're going to ruin our dinner for no reason. Yeah. And then, like, he ends up getting really aggressive and, like, just being really horrible, like, verbally to me. And I, like, go and take a walk. I'm like, I got to take a walk. So I go take a walk. I come back, and the wife had told me, she was like, you need to play this smart. And I was like,
what does that mean?
She's right. Because not only was I left my belongings at his condo because, like, I don't live near where he was. And we drove an extra 45 minutes south in an Uber.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, she's right. Like, she helped me get myself in check. And I'm like, you're right. So I go inside and I'm like, I just want to spend time with you. I'm really trying to de-escalate the situation. And, like, you know, please relax. Yeah. I want you, whatever. Whatever's going to make you take me home.
Yeah.
And so we get into the Uber. Mind you, he's been cussing at me for like 15 minutes at this point. We finally get in the Uber, had to pack up our dinner, whatever. And when we're in the Uber car, like when we're in the car, he's telling me that he's going to have the Uber drop me off on the side of the road and like all these crazy things. I know the Uber was probably 5 minutes away from like calling the police.
Yeah.
Because he was just being super outlandish.
Yeah.
And me, I've heard it a million times. I grew up with this type of conversation.
Yeah.
You can't break me. Like,
can't talk that shit to me.
Come on. Like, and
do it.
Do it. Like, I'm not scared of you.
I bet you won't.
Like, and so then we get back to his condo, and he, like, the way that the condo's set up, you have to have a key to get in and out of the building, to get up and down the elevator. Okay. And my car was in the parking garage. And so when I come out of the door, I said, like, he went to go get drunk at the bar, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was packing up my stuff, trying to get my stuff together. Well, as soon as I walk out into, like, the little triangle of the hallway that it is, where it's, like, his door, the elevator. Well, I don't have a key, so I can't use the elevator to go down. And I can't get back inside because I don't have a key. And so for, like, 0.5 of a second, I'm like, this was his plan to get me trapped right here, so that way I can't do nothing. Like, I have no pawns. Well, I'm not a dumbass, and I literally turn around, fire escape. I'm like, bet. I'll run my little happy tail down the stairs. And then I get in my car, I drive away, and that's when I was like, never again, you know.
So you had all your stuff from in the house?
In the house, yeah, on my shoulder.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
it.
So I was good. But I had his credit cards, used them. Don't treat me like that. Don't.
You know, I'm not an advocate of...
Of what, Max? Just say what's on your mind,
of
bro.
running up a man's credit card, but
if he gives it to
if
you gave it to me.
But if he's being disrespectful,
come on,
run that shit to the bank, nigga.
Well, I mean, also this, man. If you got a problem with the seating arrangement, because that's really what kind of what
something.
it say something.
Be an adult.
Like,
hey, babe, sit on this side of the table. Yeah.
Such an easy fix.
It was like that. It was that quick. It's almost like he wanted something to go down, so he could scream at you, and then get the captain's wife to say, "Yo, make sure you don't fuck this up." Yeah, because they're friends. You probably just met them, right?
No, he pays them good to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's their go-to guy, so they know. And me, I'm new here, and so I think that's part of it too. She probably was looking out for me,
trying
and I
to
was,
make sure you all right.
You know, and
she
I'm
had
like,
your back.
Exactly,
now,
and I know.
Because you know what?
This is when you were This is when you were done with Omnia and heading back up.
Yeah, I was like on my way out.
Yeah, okay.
And I was really where I saw opportunity there, and the reason I guess that I made the decisions I made was like, this is going to be. I mean, this even though it was like,
it's gonna save you money.
It's crazy. No, it quite literally took care of me for the next 3 months while I was figuring out my stuff.
Valid.
Like it was a huge blessing to me. Yeah. Like, and I would never disrespect him and be like, that wasn't what he did for me. Yeah. Like that set me up so that way I didn't. Absolutely.
But I want to go back to that. The wife then is it makes sense that she was warning you, because if he always paid her, that means you weren't the first.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he was
like someone who has that type of temperament. Well, and there was the night that I met him, there was a girl that was trying to like take him from me. But I think because I left him alone, he wanted me more. Because like when you have that money, and when you have that money, and girls are just like throwing themselves, like that could be.
Yeah, but they're throwing themselves at you for all the wrong reasons.
I hate when women throw
unless you
at
look
me,
good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
I hate it.
Relax.
Fucking terrible.
What?
When women throw themselves at me. I hate it. You know what I mean? After a while, it's just
bro, but it's for all the wrong reasons. They just want the money.
Yeah, they just want the money. And me, I was
that's not why they throw themselves at me, okay?
Well, you're different.
They just want a little chocolate in their life, and I'm like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's been times on this podcast where that was happening.
He didn't call it a casting couch for no reason. He just made that up.
It's a sofa couch, though. You know?
Sofa couch.
There's a lot you can do with a sofa.
Oh shit!
It's a love seat. You know what I mean?
Hey, for a reason.
For 5 whole hard breathing minutes.
I got 7 in me. You know what I mean? I got 7. 7 minutes on it.
You probably.
7.
Yeah.
7 minutes. I'm not doing 5.
Yeah. At least.
I thought like 5 was like overstretching. Like for me, it's like a minute and a half.
Hey man, my brother has the greatest running joke of all time. 2 minutes. That's all you're getting.
That's all you're getting.
Is that 2 minutes?
Is your brother
married?
married?
Make it count.
Nope. He don't care who. He don't care what it is. What she look like. 2 minutes. You're getting these 2 minutes, and that's it.
That's so
Rico.
Funny. Rico?
Yeah.
He
swears he's giving girls 2 minutes.
He's a trip.
2 minutes.
Tell him that's why he ain't married yet.
Hey.
Because they need at least 2.5.
Like I'm like, you gotta double it.
Yeah.
Like 4.
Do I?
4 minutes.
Do I need to double it?
We're not talking about you.
We're
not talking about you.
If he's paying
We're talking about Rico.
No, but if he's paying bills, you're getting these 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And your rent paid. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't take much of your time. We got other shit we could go do.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
You know, I mean,
if the rent's $1,800 and it's 2 minutes, I mean that's $900.
$900 a minute.
Yeah.
Like
you're welcome.
Yeah.
And then once you get married, what happens is you don't get it for a month, and you're still paying the bills, and I mean it's much more expensive.
Might as well. Hey.
2 minutes. 2 minutes sounds good right now.
2 minutes a month.
2 minutes sounds good right now. Tell Rico. Rico's right.
2 minutes. 1, 2, we're out of here.
Out of here.
Get out of here. Go back and do what you want to do. We'll go play the game for a minute.
Right. Like, actually, you coming to bed now? Slam the door. I told you I was coming in a minute.
Shut up. Shut your ass up.
Well, what's the quickest the guys finished that you were with?
Ew.
Was 2 minutes? Was 2 minutes?
I didn't even have to touch him. Actually, there was one time.
No. I mean, any guy you were ever with.
Anytime I've ever. I mean, I don't really pick like that for real. Like
No?
if you.
So it's 2 minutes too quick.
I mean, I guess I don't know even what you mean by that. 2 minutes too quick. Like, well, there was one time where I was like literally at work. Like I was at work, and I'm like, we're getting ready to go in the back. It was a Diamond Dolls.
Oh, valid.
And so I remember like just standing. It was kind of crowded, like where I was, and I'm just standing there, like really not even moving.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like I feel something. And I said, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And I turn around. Dude's a mess. I said.
What do you mean? Like he came?
Like.
In his pants?
Yeah. Like.
By you
in
just
his
touching
pants?
him?
Yeah.
By you just
I wasn't.
touching...
No, it just like I literally can't even tell you like how.
That's crazy.
It got like on me. I don't even know, but it was
But it was
like
in his pants.
Yes, like I mean, you know,
Big ass wet spot.
Wet.
That's
like,
craziness.
It was so like I had never been so like just even thinking about it makes me ugh.
It gives
like,
you the ick immediately.
Ugh,
I
disgusting.
didn't even know that shit could go down.
That's wrong.
Like, well, and it depends on where you are. That's why you go to the gentlemen's clubs. Like, there's when you're in there, you're at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
Once you learn the ropes and you say, okay, this is how I roll. You don't go anywhere that doesn't have the same type of rules as you do.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't, because that matters. Like, how you interact with your customers matters. What they think they can get away with matters, because they will.
They gonna push
and then
it.
that's how you end up, in a bad situation. That's how you end up like traumatized. Like, we can't act like all of the girls that go through this industry don't have something that has happened to them where it's like that wasn't
not okay.
Consensual wasn't okay, you know what I'm saying? And that will mess you up. You got to be really strong in this industry to not let those things really affect you.
Affect your mental, like
it's
rough enough being a girl just in general.
In general.
But then to be in this situation where
the
men's fantasies are trying to come true type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Guys push that envelope of fetishes or whatever they got going on. Yeah. And luckily we've been in spaces where, at least at our establishment, we're very quick on, if something goes left, we got you. Yeah. You ain't got to ask. You don't feel comfortable? Walk out. I'll deal with him.
I mean, there was a reason I was with you guys for 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think there's ever been a time where you said, hey, no, he's got to go. Cool. Mm-hmm. I don't need no explanation. Mm-hmm. He's gone. See you later.
You ever throw a punch?
Me?
Yeah, inside the club. To let's say a customer, not another girl, unless it was another girl. Max is over here like, I don't know, maybe it's happened.
I think like one time I know I think I said something really crazy to the owner. Like, I said something really crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I did.
She was lit and was.
And I really was ripping into him.
Like, there was a lot going, like, there's a lot of changes.
Was the owner, like, a same owner still, or?
Still the owner there. And, like, there was a lot of changes going on. There was a shift in.
Yeah, how people were feeling about stuff.
How people were feeling about things, rule changes, management changes, and
then she just went.
Well, Dawson was on a verge of, she was popping in and out a little less.
Yeah.
So when she had came the last time, there was a lot structure. Structure was a thing. Before, this is the rules. This is how we move. We shifted in management and stuff like that, and then things were different, very different. Still structured, but way different. And, she's not a type person that there's a grievance, you're going to hear about it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it had been like a whole lot of like, there'd been other interactions where we're like, hey, not today. Let's not.
And that usually works.
That's usually a whole lot of like.
That usually works.
Usually I can go, hey, no, let me talk to him and we'll go from there.
And then it just, but not that day.
No, I got busy. Dealing with something else. I looked up and she was sitting next to him doing this number because he's sitting down and she's standing next to him just giving him the business for like 10 minutes. Like, this is a 10-minute rant.
Yeah.
And I have to deal with a customer, so I can't stop to go do this. Mm-hmm. I look over, I go, Here comes, I think it was Clay that came barreling down the stairs. Go get dressed. Fuck this place.
Well, and I remember one time and this might have been the same time, but I said something to the owner, and I literally did, like, said something about his chicken legs. Like, I was, Like, I was coming for him.
Come for his neck. Yes.
I mean, you were getting personal.
I was
Yeah.
mad. Like, I was really mad. And yeah, I did. I'll never forget that. Because I did say, I was like, you and your chicken legs.
Like from the soul. Like,
So,
like it was rough.
I heard how she just said it right now. She even had the lip go up. You ain't
Like-
in your chicken.
No, but you understand, like on tequila, it was worse.
Yo.
Worse.
Yeah, because
And
I
it's-
will tell you how I really
And
feel.
it's not so much how she said it, it's the fact that like he's like right here and she's letting it go.
What's he doing? Is he just taking
It's
it?
very center. He gotta eat that.
Yeah.
He gotta eat that one.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like,
He can't react to it.
well, not even that. Like,
Well, and I'm drunk.
she's drunk. He understands.
And I
She's
don't
been there long
express-
enough
yeah,
to where it's like, I understand you're just. It's
this
like,
is a bad day.
It's a bad day.
Yeah.
You know.
Like,
So you never punched nobody at the club?
No, I don't- no.
Not a.
I meant like a customer.
Not
that
a
was
customer or a staff member. No.
that was
Yeah.
trying to do
There
something.
may or may not have
in
been.
defense. I mean, in defense. Like
No,
they were
there
trying
was
to do
there was
something.
no
I-
there
And you
was a
weren't just
drunken night in regards to your sister and a Cuban.
oh, what?
Yeah.
Was that the night that I walked out?
Mhm.
Guys, before we cut, I tried to walk home in my lingerie. I was so drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, go, because we
It's
better
okay.
close.
It's okay. We're gonna go ahead and we'll be right back to finish this story. Like, subscribe, comment, all that in
Okay.
Max We Trust. We'll be right back. We're back, round 3. We were talking about it beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, you, ma'am, in regards to your sister in a very drunken night.
Okay. I have to preface this night
Go ahead.
because I was with a friend and he had a 16-year-old daughter who was like trying to go shot for shot with me.
Mhm.
We're drinking Casamigos.
A 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, continue.
That says enough. We don't need to go into detail.
Yeah.
But, she's at home. She's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling myself. I said, I got to go to work. I said, I got to go to work. I
Mhm.
made him take me to my house, get my bag. Well, he taking me to work. So I get out the car. First thing I do is I'm like, why am I here?
Oh, so you forgot?
Totally
I
forgot.
said, what, like, I was mad. Like,
Yeah.
why am I here? Why did you bring me here? Well, then I get inside and I'm pretty sure I just start harassing all of you guys.
Yes.
Why am I here? Why?
Yeah.
I'm like ready to fight. I'm like, why
She's
am I
hot.
here?
Came in hot. And
Like-
granted, it's not like normally Dawson's good to show up at like 8, maybe 9 at the latest.
Yeah.
It's 10:30.
Yeah.
10:30, maybe 11. I look up, I go, the fuck? We're like, well, pay your house and come on, man. I don't want to. No, why am I here?
Yeah. Why am I here?
You said you wanted to work. Ugh. Walks in, gets dressed, right? And her sister's been there. Her sister's been here for like since like 8 on the dot.
Yep.
Because she was hanging out with, I think, Bunny
Okay.
or somebody like
Probably,
that.
yeah.
One of them. And
And she didn't have no customers till I started acting up.
nope, she had no customers until you started
Just,
acting.
just real quick, can you pull it closer?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So, she was very, her sister's a very different breed. She is the pro. Her sister's like the college freshman,
Yeah.
still trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
But she's got this, girl next door look. So
So it works for her.
it works for her. She doesn't know anything. She's the rookie.
Hmm.
It works. It makes sense. You get there and Joey shows up, one of our regulars, Joey, who, has a
Mhm.
plane. And I love Joey.
Yeah.
I love Joey.
He's crazy.
It's my guy. But he always shows her sister love every time. Like I still have a video on my phone to this day of Joey just like stacking money in her outfit,
Mhm.
just showing love.
Yeah.
And Joey's talking to her sister, and one of the Cubans comes in and goes to say something to Joey. Granted, no harm, no foul. She literally is just saying hello to Joey, like in passing. Not gonna say any names, but somebody took it like this girl is stepping all over her sister's toes. And again, remember, she's already on 12. And she's been there for like 8 minutes and had 2 extra shots.
Oh,
You know why I know? Because it was on my tab. Okay?
Yep.
She's like, I need 2 shots. Max said it's good. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But fuck it. It's Dawson. Fuck it. Roll it. That girl says hi to Joey. Walks on. It goes from there to the dressing room. I knew this might be an issue when a certain blonde starts storming to the dressing room behind her.
Mm.
The conversation starts to go a little left because the girl Cuban doesn't speak but so much English, and she's slurring and you're trying to ruin my sister's money, blah, 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 disrespectful ass bitch, blah, 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 blah. She's going nuclear. And here comes Bruce, Max, to the dressing room. Fucking dressing room. I go, all right. They're yelling. Now, as a proud Cuban woman, she's not letting this slide. Mm-hmm. She's not letting this level of disrespect slide. So I'm watching her do this number.
Taking off her earrings.
Taking her earrings and shit off. And she starts wrapping her hair in a ponytail. I'm like, oh.
Someone's got to come get me.
Yeah, and I'm over here like, this ain't going to go well because the Cubans don't fight one-on-one.
Yeah.
And like I'm slowly watching like other girls like put their bags down in the thing. I'm like, mind you, she's standing, she in the paint said, fuck it, we're going to roll. And then I pick her up by her waist. I said, Bruce, grab Dawson's bags. I take her to the back. The Cuban's trying to yell from behind me. I don't know how she got out of this on some Jedi ninja shit. She done pushed off of my shoulder and just, yeah, cold cock. Bow. Now I'm like, nope.
Kayla?
Yeah. It was a good one.
Do you remember this?
Nope. No, I know she doesn't.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Because like I know when I tried to calm her down, I said, look at me. You know how like the eyes like
when they're gone.
Like you know how like they say the lights are on but no one's home?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been home. Like this people are on vacation and the lights are on, okay? You know what I mean? This is the McAllister house with like nobody there, just the automatic lights are on. And
Home Alone, right?
Yeah. So I help her get dressed with like just put her stuff over her dancer gear. Like, yeah, motherfucker. Because she's good to have sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt. Mm-hmm. So yeah, hey, come on. Pop her heels off. And Joey goes, everything okay? And her sister comes and goes, what? I was like, yeah. She's got to go home. Here comes our other manager, Clay. She's got to go the fuck out. Hey, Clay, I got it.
She's on her way.
She's on her way out. I got it. So we get her out. I asked her where you were staying at the time. Mm-hmm. And you gave me some address. And I was praying to God this was your spot.
Yo, right?
So I put you in an Uber. And I said, hey, someone's got to check on this. Your sister gets in an Uber with you. Okay. And y'all go home for the night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, my gosh. Great. Well, that has to be a different night than when I walked home.
Oh, no.
That's that night? No, it has to be
that's a different night. Because I remember when you walked home. Because
I tried to leave in my lingerie.
Yeah.
Like, walk out the front doors.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm a little... If I get that fuck this place in my soul, that I'm going to say it. And I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, waking up. And I had this big gash out my ankle, like, on my little ankle bone. Mm-hmm. And I was like, And I remember when I'm walking on the street, like, I remember hitting it. Obviously, I was so drunk, it didn't faze me. But I remember being like, damn. Then I wake up the next day, and I was like, there's a gash out of my foot. What happened? Nikki told me again. I embarrassed her. I tried to walk home. And then they had to help me get my clothes on. Mm-hmm. And then I still ended up walking home. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. But yeah.
Yo, you don't even seem like that kind of person right now.
Really?
She's not anymore.
Yeah. Not anymore, at least. Yeah. But I mean, like, you're over here drinking a Fiji water, right?
Well, and at the time when I was doing all this, like, I had a lot going on in my personal life. Like, I'm at the point where, my mom is sober. I'm stable. I'm not dependent on this lifestyle. I don't have to put myself in positions where anything about me is being disrespected. Mm-hmm. But when I was in this part of my life, this was my livelihood. And there were things that I was working through, but not working through, you know what I'm saying? And I was just going through the motions. Like, if you piss me off,
we're rolling.
That's it. Let's roll. Because I didn't have anything to lose. Like, I really didn't. And I was ready to let it out on somebody. Mm-hmm. But I am really a collected person. No. So, and I, for the most, if I'm not drinking, like.
Sober?
You know what I'm saying? Sober, I'm chill. Yeah. You could spit on me damn near. I'd look at you crazy.
No, spit on me. No. It's a wrap.
That's a little bit different.
No, but like.
I'll rip your throat out for that.
You kind of seem like the kind of person, though, after all these stories, that'll carry some brass knuckles in your purse or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, you don't want to mess with me. Like. You don't. I
Not
live
the regular
in my car.
Ones, the ones that are spiked out.
Like, then I'd be licking them. I'd be sucking them.
Oh, my.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's your blood?
That's like,
keep going.
Right? Like, but that's where I don't like to be in situations where that part of me has to come out because I scare myself.
You're scaring me, and these are just stories.
I mean,
Trying to tell you. Not saying her and Adrian should go one-on-one because that's 2 different weight classes. But
well, they don't even know each other, do they?
Nah, not at all.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if we had to put them in the ring together.
I mean, she's you're a short girl. I mean, you're what, like 5'3"
on a good day. 5'3" on a good day.
But I'm quick to the ground.
I don't know. That girl's a hot 5'8", and all of 160.
She's 5'8". Yeah, 170.
170. She said.
Yeah, she's
170.
I might be 5'3". I'm about 145 now.
That's a different weight class.
Yeah,
that's different. That's different.
Okay. That won't match up.
Yeah, that's a bantamweight. You don't want to be over there. She out here playing at light heavyweight. You know what I mean?
Max over here trying to organize fucking boxing matches.
Hey,
man.
call it what you want.
Fuck?
We might be able to put a little boxing match in Max We Trust. We might have to.
Honestly, you might as well just call it trust.
Wow. Yeah.
That's why it's in red, because once you get pissed, all you see is red.
Yeah.
All you see is red.
I love that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, but now you've grown. You've elevated from that lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've known for a while that you've done music.
Mm-hmm.
You've moved on.
Yeah.
I know you still do pole here and there at the house for funsies.
Yeah, at the house for fun.
But what's up with your music stuff right now?
Right now, I'm just in school fighting for my life. I mean,
everybody is.
Everybody's a musician until you go to school for it,
Mm-hmm.
And I am so grateful that I put myself in the program that I'm in. Mm-hmm. But my creativity has had a noose around it for a minute, which has been difficult for me as a creative person. Like, I'm wrestling with this relationship. I want the degree. I want these things. But I don't need any of that to actually do what you want to do. What I want to do.
What's the degree that you're going for?
Audio production. So everything that we're doing right now, learning about it. And then what gets me is music theory. I'm good with the software. Yeah. I'm good with the actual mixing and mix down and production. What gets me is music theory. Because it's a language.
Reading the notes?
Yeah, reading the notes. Not only are you reading the notes, you're reading 7 to 15 different scales that are interchangeable with each other, finding the relationship with them, and then being able to understand how they communicate based off of, where they are in the scale. And I'm online. I'm a very in-person person. Yeah, okay. I'm a very visual learner. Yeah. I like group interaction. So being isolated in that learning it's been hard.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Why do you have to go to college for that? I mean, like you said, you don't have to. Why are you?
Great question, because I was in a place where I didn't have a lot of direction. And I also had that, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something. And I know that this is something I like. I know that this is something I'm super passionate about. I just did it. I was like, and it's been a huge part of getting me disciplined, of having deadlines, of getting my life in order, because it was a train wreck. I came out of a really tough situation and I was a little all over the place. And so it's really helped me get myself in a place where, like I said, those deadlines, getting on track, you know what I'm saying? Having things that...
Being held accountable,
things that make you feel like, okay, I did the hard work, I ate the frog. It's a confidence boost for sure, you know what I'm saying? And then also just, I love to study. Whether I'm in school or not in school, I'm going to be learning something. So I just took a chance. I think I was 22 when I started. My sister was still halfway living with me, halfway not. And do you have any music we can listen to? I have one song on Apple Music.
All right. What's it called?
It's called Delivery Flawless by FOF Immortal. And I wrote this in 20 minutes when I still lived with that girl that was crazy. And I didn't have, actually, that's another segment for another time, but she robbed me, y'all. She robbed me. Mm-hmm. Stole, my Social Security card, stole everything that I left in that room. And so this was, right when I got my sister.
I'm going to need a little bit more than that. It's Delivery Flawless by...
FOF, all one word.
FOF.
Immortal.
FOF Immortal is one word?
Mm-hmm. And that's Freedom of Fear. That's what has gotten me where I'm at. It's just, if you're scared of something, that's going to teach you who you are, and you just got to do it.
I got it.
It's on Spotify too, right?
I think so.
I got it right here.
Oh, this is so funny. Y'all going to see me when I had short hair?
Yeah. I'm looking at the concept art.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, told you, Slim Shady shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, we got a Spotify rock star on In Max We Trust.
Come on. what is right versus doing what is easy. I know this shit gets hard, but I will not let it defeat me. Keep my goals in sight inside this hole, cause time is creeping. And I won't be alright because I get to know my demons. Every day I wonder what the hell lies on the surface. Am I here for fun or did I come here with a purpose? Might just be the fear, but I am getting pretty nervous. And I'm behind the wheel, I can't run out and now I'm swerving. I know it's getting hard to believe the shit that you receive. Walking with your head down, well, let me give you a breeze. Everything it comes and goes, it changes like the seasons. And you cannot grow if you are in a state of grief. Every road you take, it's opening a few new doors.
Okay.
That's not bad, right?
I'm not mad at that.
Lyrics. We got a problem. Go flip it and solve it straight from the bottom. I'm stepping regardless. I'm up in the volume, delivery flawless. I'm north of the compass. Truck with the harness. Hey, we got a problem. Go flip it and solve it straight from the bottom. I'm stepping regardless. I'm up in the volume, delivery flawless. I'm north of the compass. Truck with the harness. How hard do you work when no one's looking in the kitchen?
Slim Shady original. Bro, I'm telling you, this is where we were at with it at the time.
Yeah.
I was trying to zoom into it. Damn, dog.
Yeah.
That doesn't even look like you no more.
I know. In a way, in a lot of ways, it's not.
This is where I met her.
Mm-hmm. That's where you met her?
This is the version we knew.
She had the, I don't even know what you call these up top.
No, she didn't have that at the time.
No.
No, that was just the style.
Yeah.
Well, check out FOF Immortal on Spotify.
Immortal. Yeah.
Damn.
So
that's sick.
Are we gonna get new music?
At some point, but right now I am actually working on a project where in my hometown in Virginia, I'm doing a food for thought podcast where you can find me on YouTube, and I also talk about my life as stripping. I mean, I got baptized in February. There's this whole like my faith is. I mean, I always had a relationship when I was going through like the dark times, but I was really angry at God.
Valid.
And I mean, like, it has just taught me so much, and it has really healed a huge part of the things that I was struggling with, beating people up in a locker room, you know what I'm saying? Things that were just wrestling in my heart. And so this is just a whole new
brings you a whole new sense of peace.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna ask. I got time. What's your dating life look like now?
Nothing.
Ooh.
Why?
What happened to that guy, Steve? Was it Steve?
That's my friend. That's my homeboy.
Oh, okay.
Just,
Steve don't got a chance in here.
No.
As long as I'm breathing, he has no chance. You know what I mean? Come on.
This is
Does Max have a chance?
I would never say no.
There it is.
Whoa,
like, me and Max have been friends for a really long time. Like, and I'm the type of person I don't trust easily. Like, anybody that I have potentially like dated, there's got to be a friendship there.
Gotcha.
I have too much stuff that I've been through to not be who I've been and who I am for any relationship. There's no relationship that would ever come into my life and there be restraints on, you can't say this, you can't be this, you can't go through these things, because I just don't believe in that.
That's valid. That's valid, because
Max, you do have a ring in your pocket that you've been looking to place on a finger.
I do. Sadly, it's a ring pop, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay?
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna save that for later for me, but whatever, bro.
I'm fucking around.
But no, what is it when it comes to men? Obviously, during your days of dancing, the type of men are different than what you're getting approached with now.
Absolutely.
Is it easier to navigate now, or do you still have those guards up as if you were dancing back then? Because I know when looking at you back then, when it came to that, you were very guarded.
Yeah. I think I am learning how to be unguarded.
Yeah.
But it's still a struggle for me.
Yeah.
Like, I am a bro. Like, I love good men in my life, but it's going to really take a special person to bring that real softness out of me. But because I've never even been there, I think the man that does do that for me, like, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, he's stuck.
Are you gonna bring up the fact that you danced before?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, because if
I'm
willing to say that
for
here,
all of you, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And if I'm willing to come online and do these things, I don't change who I am outside of here.
Good for
You're gonna know who I am, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are in situations that I have been in, that made the decisions that led them to where they were, and you have to have hope. There were times in that place where I didn't have hope. I didn't know. When you're when you're in certain places, it's really easy to say, okay, well, now these are the things I've done. This is the box I have to stay in. That's the only person that can judge you is not on this earth. Valid. So, we go through things so that way they can shape us to who we are. And then I want to tell young women where it's very encouraged to, get into this type of lifestyle. It's not a career. Your looks do fade. You do want to be a respectful, presentable woman. When you're young and influential, these situations you can go through, they can really have an impact on your mental health, how you view yourself, all types of things. So it's not for everybody.
Because I've always said that, like, dancing wise, it's tough for the mental because it's an instant gratification, but it instills that I can get what I want because I'm pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's gonna come a time, like you said, it looks will fade, and now what? Now what? Because now you're not getting pretty chick privileges no more.
And now you're going and seeing people that might actually have something to offer you in your life and value you outside of that exchange. And you're so blinded by that relationship, that dynamic, that you don't even notice when somebody's genuine to you.
Facts.
And when there's something that is not, you could never buy a good friendship with money. Or someone that's going to look out for you, a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Just people will come into your life. They'll see that light in you. And if you're so guarded or you're looking to take advantage of somebody, there goes your opportunity. And that's, you don't ever want to get in a position where you're missing out on opportunities that could set you up for the rest of your life because you're looking at what's in front of you right now.
Valid, because, you missed out on a good opportunity over here, but it's cool.
You're so funny.
I'll let it go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for a 24-year-old, you don't speak like one. You speak like you're 34. I mean, shit. Like, the amount of wisdom that you have is admirable. I mean, for you to go through everything that you went through and learn the life lessons, because most people won't learn those lessons. They'll go through them, but they'll forget them.
Yeah, well, it's not about what you've been through. It's about what you do with it. Like, nobody has to be a victim of themselves because His mercy renews you in the morning. Try again, Like, you get
hit that reset button. Let's go.
Come on.
Groundhog Day. Like, all over again.
Yeah.
Run it.
And like you wake up, you do really awesome stuff. Like with football, you have a lot of accomplishments under your belt. Like,
I do okay.
Skyway.
These things, you don't just, you said something earlier, which is like, I'm the best. And like anything that you do in life, you're the best. That's not just like for this one area of your life. You wake up, you change your thing tomorrow. What are you doing here? You're the best. So like, that's a very admirable quality. That's something that a few people are really okay with being comfortable where they're at. And you have to bring that out of you to be the best, even on the days you don't want to be. And
you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's really what it boils down to. Doing things that take you out of your comfort zone make you grow as an individual. Yeah. And learning from your past makes you grow as an individual. I'm really happy that you said that you got baptized. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I've yet to be baptized. I am Christian, though. My parents were like, you know what? We ain't going to spend the money on this motherfucker. I was like, okay.
Well, I wanted to for a really long time when I was here. And it wasn't until I got back to Virginia where, like, I found the local church.
That's not on your time.
No,
Not on your time. That is a very...
Exactly.
When the Spirit catch you, and then you know.
He will wrestle you. He wrestled me.
You can't run.
Yeah, no. And, you can't have it any other way. Like, you just get purified. When he says, like, like, all the things you've been through in life, right? You get told by certain people, this is who I am. You believe these systems. When you get a relationship with the Lord, He will rewrite your whole heart. He will rewrite your whole story. Everything you've ever thought about yourself, He's forgiven you for. Everything that you've ever, like, held against yourself, you're not, as long as you have Him,
you're good.
You're good.
So good.
And so.
There you go. See, so now I'm waiting on this marriage. I'm waiting to see you walk down the aisle.
Well,
you already said you got a ring in that pocket, dog.
I tell you, but she deserved better than a ring pop. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? She got to at least give me the first date first, because if she eats ugly, then
oh, shit.
Ugly eaters. I don't know, you can't.
That's the real reason why they got into that little spat, dog.
This ain't gonna work.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, taking a seafood boil or like chicken wing spot, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Or at a restaurant in Sarasota, and maybe that's the real reason, not the seating arrangement. Maybe she was like,
saw you get down and surf and was like, nah, we're not gonna do this.
It was the calamari. We didn't even make it to the main meal.
Oh, damn. You can't fuck up calamari.
Oh, I mean, there's ways.
No.
There's ways.
Is it fried calamari?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't fuck it up. You get a little dip, call it a day. But we'll be right back. We got one more episode with Miss Kayla Dawson. We'll be right back.
One more segment.
Whatever. My bad. Segment. All right, back, guys. We're back. Before Sean gets rolling on this New York Knicks roll. Okay. Now, Miss Kayla, I love my last part of the segment.
Let's go Bucks.
Fuck them. No, I'm not gonna say that because there's a couple players I want on the show. But Shiloh. We have a segment where we like to ask our guests some questions. Okay.
And the audience asks.
Audience asks questions. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And let's shout out the audience members as well, just to give them a little bit of.
We'll give them a little plug here and there. Give them a little plug here and there. Let me see what we got. Let me go back to my screenshots because I needed to do it. Because I damn sure was gonna forget.
And I know we're gonna get some good answers out of Miss Dawson.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my God, Miss Dawson! You know what that is? That's Titanic.
Yeah.
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 I mean, and you and was it Rose?
Rose, yeah.
Yeah, she had red hair though.
Yeah.
All right.
Miss Lorraine Marie 77. Please describe the stress/pressure of achieving professional and personal goals, and what do you feel that difference is for men and women? That was a good one.
Damn,
that is a good one.
That was a good question. I was ready.
That was good.
Okay, read it to me one more time. The difference between
the stress and pressure of achieving professional and personal goals for men or women. For your case, women.
She had to sit up for this one.
So for women, I think, I think we'd all agree that we live in a fast-paced society. We have all these cameras. Time. I am a strong believer that because we have so much access to the internet, we've almost sped up time, right? Where if you were to ask every American, if you had 4 extra hours a day, do you think you'd be more satisfied? Because there is so much pressure to be highly achieving. I mean, I'd say with women, I've been both red-pilled and blue-pilled, where, my goal is to have a family, do those things. I like to make bread. I made bread this year for the first time. I feel like such a lady.
We didn't get no croissants or nothing. That's crazy.
Maybe I got you later.
There you go.
And it's I think with women, you're not going to win regardless. So live the life that you want. Figure out what's important to you. And don't listen to the opinions of other people, because really what matters is that you feel like you're being diligent to the life that you want to live. If you don't know, who you are, what you want to do, try out a bunch of stuff until you figure out what doesn't work. The pressure for having children is high. The pressure for not having children is high. You think this way, you think that way, you're going to get scrutinized regardless. So,
Valid.
Have a good group of people around you that check you in private and live your life.
There you go. I live for that.
Yeah.
See, we got some wholesome questions today.
Okay.
Where do girls go to find guys? And then there's one, it's a question for me as well, for the host, so that men know where to hang out.
That's a
fun
good one.
fact, that came
That's
from
a
Omnia.
good one.
That came from an Omnia Blue customer, Troy.
Okay.
I mean, you ain't finding them at grocery stores, are you?
Ooh, man, what? You can find women at the grocery store.
Well, no,
For
it's
sure.
where women can.
Oh yeah, where do you go to find men?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Other than in Max We Trust.
Other than in Max We Trust, I don't really go out of my way to look for a man.
Really?
Okay, so then how about let's rephrase it. Where is the most the place where you have met a man that you were least expecting to meet a man?
Valid.
That's a really good question. There was a lecture that I went to one year. Actually, it was the middle of last year. And there was
what kind of lecture? You got to be.
It was a Jordan Peterson lecture. So I'm into psych. I'm into I love Peterson. He's controversial in all the ways, but he has really diligently helped me get my life together. And so I've seen him twice. I have all of his books. And I drove all the way from Florida to Virginia to go take my friend to a lecture. And it was it was a 14-hour drive. And I was like, he already went through all of the Tampa stops. So I was like, well, I'll go to Richmond. And when I was leaving the Richmond venue, there was a gentleman. He was, really did sweep me off my feet. It was kind of like a little movie moment where there was some other girl there that I didn't know, looked at each other a couple times. And then the bro in me just couldn't not approach him because he wasn't making moves.
Oh, so you approached him?
I approached him. And I was like, you know, what are you doing? Whatever. And then I saw that there was a girl. He already got my number. And I was like,
shout out to him.
You know, if you want to, like, send me text, whatever. So I'm leaving. Me and my friend, we're going to get food regardless of whether or not he shows up.
Valid.
And on the way, like, we're driving away from this, venue. And he's, like, running around the side of this building with his suit jacket coat, like a movie. And later to find out he was looking for me, which I was like, I didn't even know he was looking for me. I yelled out the window. I yelled out something like...
Please tell me you catcalled him.
I did.
I love you.
I did. I was like...
nice butt.
No, I was like, if you're done with her, call me or something like that. Because, because, I mean, like, he's running around with nobody, and he's so handsome. And,
what did he look like?
He had,
White guy, black guy, Spanish guy?
He was actually, so he confused me, but he was fair-skinned, but he wasn't, like, white, you know what I'm saying?
So red bone.
He was Jewish, I think.
European type shit. Yeah, he's foreign.
Very handsome. Beautiful, like, kind of curly hair, like, nice hair. Beautiful smile.
Absolutely.
And then, like, I wasn't really, like, I was just having fun until when we were at dinner, he told me that he went somewhere overseas.
Russia?
No, his college impressed me.
Oh.
And
Oxford,
I was like,
Princeton?
Oxford. It was Oxford. He was like, I studied at Oxford. And I was like, now I'm interested.
Now we're talking.
And, and so we saw each other for a few months. He was younger than me, so it just was never going to work out. It was fun, but...
How much fun did we have?
We had a lot of fun.
Had a lot of fun?
He had never had fun before.
You took his fun card?
I don't know. He told me that he had fun before, but by the way he acted,
You took his fun card. That's what we're going to call it.
Why do we keep just saying the word fun?
She took his virginity.
There you go.
Let's talk about it.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like, what's that like for women? Because, like, I know for me, I refuse to take virginities. I refuse.
I mean, realistically, I didn't know. Like, I asked him, like, it was after the fact.
5 minutes of heavy breathing. Done. See you later.
That was more Dixon style. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and nervous. I mean, like, he was really nervous, paranoid, like, are you going to take a plan B, whatever? And I was just like, no. Like, you should have asked me that before. Because, like, I'm not the type of woman that's going to put hormones in my body to do anything. Like, I know what's going on, and that's enough.
We're going to let Jesus take the wheel on this one.
Yeah, like, I'm not doing that to my body. Anyway.
I bought a couple of those.
They're terrible. They're so bad for women.
I said a couple. That's two.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool. You know,
I tried not to.
It's really bad for women. Kids with somebody you don't really want to fuck with for the rest of your life.
That's true.
That's even worse.
That's true.
It's worse. You know what I mean?
Worse.
Like, that's tough. Yeah. That's tough. Like, you have a kid with someone who's like, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Oh, you're not talking about your baby mama, right?
Not I.
Okay, good.
I'm active, baby. I'm an active parent around this thing. Active parent around this thing.
Oh, what's the next? Oh, I know that look.
From It's Sierra, would you rather have nipples the size of a dick or a dick the size of nipples? Yes. Would you rather?
What?
Would you rather have nipples the size of a dick or a dick the size of nipples?
That one's confusing, man.
Hey.
Are you talking about like?
Look, man. I can't interpret. I'm just reading what I got.
Yeah, I guess.
You got to get creative on this question.
Okay. Would you rather have like super long nipples, or have a dick that's like this big, like a nipple?
I mean, like, I'd rather have the long nipples.
Yeah?
I can deal with the long nipple.
You know what I'm saying? You can put a bra on, no one will ever know.
I mean, honestly, as long as you're treating me right in every other area, I accept it. Like, I'm not one of them. Like,
so then it's the length.
Valid.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the length of it.
That's what that question is?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Oh, because when I think about a nipple, I'm thinking about a circle.
Nah, you're talking about the nipple.
The
titty nipple joint.
Oh,
like the nipple.
The nipple itself, like you had a long nipple.
Oh God,
yeah.
That'd be tough. Could you imagine?
No, I
Girls
can't.
got a 7-inch nipple when it gets hard. That's crazy.
Like, that is crazy. But honestly, I've never seen it before, so
Damn, what kind of fucking question is that?
Bro, bro. This is tip of the iceberg shit here, okay?
Well, what was her name? The one that suggested it?
It's Sierra.
It's Sierra. Just what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's Sierra.
I feel like she's an artist. Like
she's a creative soul. We'll leave it there.
She's gonna be like, yeah, I'll paint with my nipple. I mean,
that would sell.
7-inch nipple, maybe.
Hey, since we're talking about sizes, let's talk about it. As a woman,
okay,
what's the ideal size?
Oh God,
Fair question.
It's a valid question.
Fair
I felt
question.
like it was a.
That's a valid question. I feel like I've never been like I've never been with like somebody super small. So like I don't even know what I would
is
do
super
in that.
small?
Yeah, what would
I
be
mean like below 4, below 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's you're not rocking crazy, but like I'm not gonna make you feel bad about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I like a person, I like them for them, whatever.
Yeah.
So what's the average?
Average is probably what, that 5, 6? Like
I have different standards, but we'll continue.
Good for you, Max.
By
Like yeah.
you know, y'all know. You know what my people are known for. Continue.
Okay. Yeah.
Robbing people?
That too.
But it's like robbing people. I mean, it's one of the like you know you hear women say like this is good sometimes, and then like there's boyfriend dick, and there's like stuff you can take every day.
So
you know
what's
what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
not gonna mess you all up.
What's boyfriend dick?
I don't know. Like for me personally,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like a little girth. No spaghetti noodles. I like pasta, but not like that much. And like you really just have to know how to work yourself. Like I know my body. If you're just railing, like if your goal is to like be up and like that's, you know, maybe one time. I'm not gonna be mad at it, but not every time. That's crazy. Like, you know, you gotta have rhythm. Take your time. Like, don't try to act like you don't have inches. You don't. I said it. It's fine. Like, you know.
Is music playing in the background?
Depends on how much I like you.
Oh, okay.
This is a one time wham bam thank you.
Well,
Wham,
this
bam,
is
thank you,
boyfriend.
ma'am.
This is.
We are talking about
for
boyfriend.
boyfriend, like
Lit candles whole nine.
there can be like I don't know. My relationship, I haven't dated nobody in a long time. So
That's-
like the last time that I really had a really good time, I was teaching somebody the ropes. It was
Was it buddy?
It was the runaway groom
Yeah.
over there.
We was in the-
in Virginia.
yo.
He's a runner. He's
I'm
a
about
track
to,
star.
I'm
You know
about
what I
to,
mean?
Yeah, he's a
I'm about to air
runner.
myself out because I think this is so funny. He said, "I know a spot." I
Okay.
said,
Perfect.
"Perfect.
Love that for you.
Okay, nice. Tell me why." We pull up to his high school parking lot. I said, well, I've never been here before. Like, this is the first. And I was like, honestly, I wasn't going to be picky. I knew what time it was. And we're not supposed to be here. It's kind of part of the fun, right? Like, I didn't get out much in high school. Like, I had too much family stuff going on. I had one boyfriend that was crazy drug addict. He was nuts. He was enough for me. So I didn't have no real fun, you know?
No fun in high school.
I was like,
it's dangerous.
whatever. Like it was, and for him, I'm sure it just felt crazy. I was like,
crazy. We're back.
this
Back
is
at the old
crazy.
stomping grounds. You know
I'm,
what I mean?
I'm,
You know-
like waiting for the punchline where she's like, "Yeah, he was 17."
no, he was 22.
Oh, okay. I
Which-
was making sure.
There-
You check that ID.
Yeah. You make
Stealing
sure-
virginity.
'cause you-
Going to a high school
So you
spot.
fuck around being the same cell
No.
as Diddy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He lied to his parents when he was hanging out with me, and that's where I was like,
He might have been younger than 22 because once I was 22, I'm not explaining shit. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't give a fuck. I'm not
But then
lying
not
about
only
nothing.
were they Jewish, they were Muslim. So it was like
Oh, he not supposed to touch you, period.
at all.
He not supposed to touch you.
Yeah.
Jezebel.
Yeah.
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 You're the white devil.
Mm.
Ah, that's what that was. You were
Yeah.
that forbidden fruit.
Well,
That's what that
Well, he
is.
ate that fruit.
Did he eat that fruit? That's a no.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Not well
Yeah.
enough to be remembered.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
But yeah, then I was like, I'm gonna just
So technically, you have teacher vibes because you taught him the ropes at high school.
for sure.
Oh, fuck.
Just put it out there.
For sure.
And we're unsure whether he was 17 or 22.
Yeah, we don't know his age. We can't confirm
Yeah.
nor deny that. We're gonna hope for your sake.
This is all allegedly.
Allegedly.
By the way. All
Yeah, this is
allegedly.
alleged.
This is all allegedly.
The le- oh.
So, This is a pretty funny conversation.
Really hoping that he was like at least 18.
Yeah,
Me too, because I don't. That was when I learned my puppy lesson. Like, never again will I be with a puppy. There's nothing in me that could ever be with a puppy.
Unless
but I
you
had
want
to
to do
learn.
all the work. You know,
I had to learn. Which, like, I'm a big sister. I'm a go getter. I don't mind at all taking a little control here. Like. Every now and again.
Every now and again. But get you somebody who knows what they're doing.
But yeah.
That's why
I'm not gonna set myself short.
That's why I refuse.
Crazy.
You know, kind of like a Max or somebody. You know
what I mean?
Who's got that ring in his pocket still?
Been around the block once or twice.
Yeah, I mean,
I got decent Yelp reviews over here.
The Yelp is crazy.
Call it what you want.
But I wouldn't be mad at it.
You know what I mean? One time for the one time.
So what I got was not huge, some girth, and knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
What's too big? Let's talk about it. What's too big? Like where is it where like
you gotta throw numbers out there?
Yeah, give us a number. Yeah, a 9? A 9 is where you're capping.
9 is like I mean, one time. Never want to talk to you again. Cause that's crazy. Like
that's all that's good news for all us folks out there with the tiny
Shrimp gang, baby.
Like, no, like I really like 9 inches is I don't know. I don't really be in the streets, but it's just too much. Like,
it's tough because that's smaller than 9.
Yeah, like that's fine.
That's not 9 inches.
I said it's smaller than.
Yeah.
That's smaller. So this right here, you're good.
Like from the top to the bottom, that's good.
With the girth like that?
No. Not that girthy. Like, I mean, the smallest point of it, yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're okay right
now.
Yeah. Valid.
Boyfriend dick right there.
You're welcome.
So basically a cucumber.
A small one.
Don't give me any ideas.
A small one. Get you a cucumber. What's that movie? With Tom Hanks.
Where she buys like the wine.
Yeah.
And the lube.
What's the movie with Tom Hanks? Castaway.
I wouldn't.
Oh wait, that's
Castaway. It is where he's got the volleyball that you named Wilson or something like that. Yeah. We got you. We get you a cucumber. We'll set you up on a date with buddy. Say no more. Got you covered.
We'll put Oxford on it.
Yeah. So we'll get him an Oxford degree. We got you covered. Yep. You know what I mean? Give him a diploma. You know what I mean?
Word.
Got you.
I'd be in there like swimwear.
You know what I mean? You already were. Yeah. Well, he was for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, however long he was in there. Hey, buddy, congratulations.
Well, that's what she said.
Congratulations.
She said 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Like,
damn, so that 5 minute guy is looking...
He's looking real good now. You know what I'm
right
saying?
there.
Ready? If we're talking, remember that song, I Don't Want No Minute Man?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you want me to play it?
No, you're good. Okay. But if you're a minute man, right, and Buddy lasts 5 minutes, it's 5 times better than that guy.
Yeah.
You know what? Now I gotta ask, how big was 5 minute huffing and puffing guy?
Ooh, I'm calling 5. I don't even know that guy. I'm gonna call 5.
Like,
a hot 5 and a confident 5.
I mean, and you got to think about old dick is probably not as hard as young dick, right? So it's probably like,
hey, that's wild. Because once I hit that age, man,
Viagra
gonna get my money.
Cialis, let's go.
All of them. And I'm ready, and I'm gonna mix them all together and hope for the best.
Mix them. You can see that in a cauldron, just fucking mixing the whole thing.
Man, you taking protein shakes? It's something like a protein shake. It's something like a protein shake, boy.
He's gonna be at the gym, just like working out. All these bitches walking by and just like. So what's in that protein shake?
Hey. Wouldn't you like to know?
Hey, look, I'm telling you, Chad Johnson used to say he played with Viagra before a game.
Really?
Yeah, say he took Viagra before the games. Can't stop a man running on 3 legs.
Is that why he did a front flip into the end zone?
Hey, you call it what it is. Right. That third one gave him that bounce. You know what I mean? Couldn't be me.
Come on, we got some more questions from the audience, or what?
I do. I'm glad you asked.
I don't know why we went on a dick tangent.
I don't know how we got there. It's okay. We're here today.
But in Max We Trust, this is what happens.
This happens.
Like, now you have to marry me because I would never tell anybody else these things.
I have to marry you now? Call that. I can't say this person because
Is it somebody people know or what?
It's somebody.
Well, if you gotta omit the name, let's omit the name.
I'll leave the name out.
Yeah.
What is the wildest thing you've ever done in your dancer life?
Oh, I've been wanting to ask that question. Thank God the audience asked.
Yeah, good question. It was probably when I was a baby. This was when I was living with that girl.
Not literally a baby for you folks
No,
out there.
not like I used to be
For
a
you
baby,
fucking
but this
mini
isn't when I
ditties.
was actually a baby. Don't get your hopes up. Anyway, so I was living with this girl.
Mhm.
She was terrible influence, but one day she wakes me up. I have a lung infection. I'm sick. Like, I was stressed out. I wasn't feeling good. She wakes me up and she's like, yo, this guy bought us plane tickets to California.
Oh, damn.
And I had like $150 in my bank account, but I also had never been to California.
So we're rolling.
And I was like, okay, well, she wakes me up at like 1. Flight leaves at 4. So
we're gone.
we had to go. And it was in Orlando, so we had to drive an hour plus.
Shit.
Yeah, to get there. So I had maybe 10 minutes to make the decision. It was already bought, so I was like, whatever.
Okay.
Well, when I get there, that was when I realized I was in a position where she was tricking. Like, I didn't know.
You ain't know. You were young.
I didn't know anything. I couldn't even buy a beer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like 20, straight out the gate. And that was definitely like the craziest thing. Like, I woke up one day. Okay, so we're in this guy's house. She's being weird. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my due diligence. I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with her. I'm like, that's where I feel comfortable. We'll have some fun. Sure, together. And then she, like, wakes me up, whatever, after I, like, fell asleep. She's like, we got to go. I'm like, what do you mean we got to go? She, mind you, I was 20 years old. She was, like, 32, I think.
Mm.
And she said, I got a hotel down the road. We got to go. I was like, whatever you say, get in the car.
I'm with you. We're rolling.
Yeah, we're rolling. And we get to the hotel. She paid for it online. This grown woman didn't have a debit card. So when they say, I need a security deposit for $100, which every hotel I've ever been to in my life has that same routine.
Same policy.
She's like, I don't have a debit card. I said, well, I'm not sleeping on the streets of LA. Here's my debit card. And then, like, we're there for like 2 days. She's on the BLK app, just finding randoms.
What's
like,
BLK?
trying to.
You find black singles over there, baby.
Yeah.
It's like Tinder for black people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Purely black people.
Yeah.
Just black people.
Yeah.
Can't be no other race and get in there.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know about it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know about it till her. And so, like, one day, mind you, I'm sick this whole time. I'm sleeping on the corner of the bed. Like, we got a queen size bed. I'm in fetal position on the pillow.
Yeah.
I wake up out of my sleep. She's having sex, like, on top of me. Like, I woke up behind my eyes. Pissed. I was so mad. I had to take a second before I responded because I needed to make sure I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
When I pop up out the bed, I'm like, I just start cussing her. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I gotta go sleep on the other side of the bed because you gotta be on top of me. It was crazy. And then that's where I met my first little PIMP on that trip. I told him after 2 days, I said, I need you to send me home. This ain't for me. Mm-hmm. Great guy. Like, seriously, I could have ended up in a bag in a hallway somewhere.
Yeah.
And I learned very quickly. But that was my first experience like that. I was kind of dancing. Mm-hmm. But that's hands down the craziest thing. I had to call my mom and ask. And mind you, my mom was not in a good place. I had to call her and say, hey, can you pay my car insurance? I had to give up this pimp all my money.
Yeah, because
I can't imagine. Like,
I had to give him all this money for this flight.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like, sorry, Mom.
give him the money to take you to
just
the
didn't
airport.
let us be. No, because we stayed at his house after we were at the hotel. Because she wasn't making any money. I wasn't doing nothing. So
he wasn't pimping you.
Well, he wanted to, but
I know, but he didn't.
The blonde hair, blue-eyed chick.
He didn't. Yeah, I know.
I know how in California.
Yeah, and I just didn't know anything. But I'm also very analytical. I'm asking him all these questions. I'm like, what are you even talking about? But like, let me know. I'll make an informed decision right now. I didn't know, and then I was like, yeah, this definitely is not for me. He had me on a flight that afternoon.
Wild motherfucking life, and you're only 24.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yep.
Holy shit. Damn, that's a good question right there.
Yeah,
that was a good question.
It is.
I think we do one more segment in 15 minutes. What do you think?
Say no more. All right, we'll do one more segment.
And then let's go back with those questions.
In Max We Trust.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Yeah, we need that one. All right, and we are back. We're back.
And we just came up with a brilliant idea.
We might be taking this thing in some water. I might need a life vest, though. Cause
we might be on a beach recording this thing. You know what? Fuck it.
I like it.
Come on.
I like it.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Bet, call that.
We're
moving. We're taking Max We Trust out of the studio to the beach.
Yeah.
I still want my life vest, though.
Speaking of the beach, On my podcast, we do Sexy Fridays, where you can come see me talk in a bikini. Or like something nice on Fridays. So you should find me on Food for Thought with KD on YouTube.
What are you talking about on your podcast?
Huh?
You haven't mentioned your podcast more than I think. Like, this is the second time. What do you talk about on your podcast?
Same stuff, lifestyle. Really just like telling my story. My biggest thing with like everything that I've been through is like, I just want to be able to, 1, tell it in a way that's entertaining. 2, I really want to get a script together. I want there to be a film. Like, I want there to be...
There should be a movie about your life.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, it would just... Like, the things that I could tell y'all is insane. The lore, it would be so good.
But who would play you?
Give us one.
But who would play you? If you had to pick an actress to play you.
I'm just bad with actresses. Like, I don't know.
Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Toxic enough to do it.
Yep.
Maybe ScarJo with blonde hair.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or what's that girl that's just in the Sinners movie? Haley Steinfeld?
Haley Steinfeld
with
in the
blonde,
Sinners movie.
Yeah, with blonde hair. That might do it.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Haley Steinfeld looks a little bit different.
Well, people...
But with blonde, it might work.
Maybe.
It might work.
Maybe.
When I get like, you look like... It's usually like Lily Reinhart.
Valid.
Like Lily Reinhart, because... I guess they see it. I see it a little bit, but
I don't know who Lily Reinhart is.
She plays in what is it, Riverdale?
Riverdale,
yeah.
How do you spell Reinhardt?
R-E-I-H-A-R-T.
R-E-I-N-H-A-R-T.
Yeah.
I think so.
So her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which like I could see it.
Like no, go down. Go down. Click out of that. Up here?
Yeah.
Maybe I can see it.
There it is.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I mean, but you can also see the first person that I mentioned, right?
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Please pull her up every time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's it right there.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
This makes way more sense.
But
from a personality standpoint.
ScarJo blonde.
Oh, I could see it.
Right
I
here.
could see that too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but Haley Steinfeld, I can't see.
Do we have Haley Steinfeld as a blonde?
Well, let's see here. And that's Josh Allen's girlfriend.
Hey, man, Josh Allen might go nuclear this year because in Sinners, she had to spit in Michael B. Jordan's mouth.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You know, yeah.
Like gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's drop dead gorgeous.
She is a very, very attractive woman.
And she just went black, so you know what they say.
No, she didn't. She's with Josh Allen, bro.
She went black on the movie. I saw the movie.
She's a professional.
Hey, call it what you want. Okay, you give it a hot 6 months. There's gonna be a scandal that she hooked up with Michael B. Jordan.
They're already saying that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Any girlfriend I have, she hooked up with Michael B. Jordan. All right.
Not mad at you.
Not even mad at you. There's like 4 guys where I'd be like,
congratulations that you had the chance.
We got just one person.
You get one for the hall pass.
And
I'm ready.
Hers is Michael B. Jordan.
Valid. Who's yours though?
Margot Robbie.
There it is. Who's yours? Like your one hall pass. You're one that like no matter who
you were in a relationship, yeah.
We are, but continue.
Don't be mad at me for this.
I'm not. Never.
Probably Matt Rife.
Okay.
You know what?
I can see
he is funny and he is chiseled. Like
that's a good looking
He's a beautiful
white man.
Yeah.
Let's pull up Matt Rife real quick.
Matt Rife
he's gorgeous.
Matt Rife
like
is a good looking man.
Well, I mean, he's funny, bro, and women love funny guys, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's what it is.
That's
So
what
Matt
gets me
Rife,
by.
let's look at some images. But
Right here.
let's go shirtless, right? That's what I have to type in.
I don't even
look at this gentleman.
Come on. I mean,
and he can make you laugh?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gay, but I'm about to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd let him take me out on a date.
Yeah.
Which one's yours, Max?
You stop it. Mine
All
is.
right, I know who yours is.
Motherfucker! Every time.
Just
Right
kidding.
here. This gonna be me as an old man.
Yeah.
Right here? No.
There?
No. Go back.
Where?
Right here. Down here. That's the one.
This one?
That's gonna be me as an old man.
man.
I promise you.
You ain't
That's
balding.
only if you're not kept, bro.
Look,
You
I'm
were not balding.
Bro, I'm letting you know right now. I look at kids like that in my neighborhood now when they do dumb shit. The fuck you got going on over there? I'm that
bro.
I'm that dad.
Man.
I'm that dad.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not even got glasses on.
Yeah, look, but that's me when I got
All
my
the other ones got glasses on, dog.
Yeah.
All right, but who's your chick?
Salma Hayek is not even close.
Oh, we all know who she is.
Yeah, we know. Yep, there it is. Ready?
Ready?
Right.
And right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, look.
Yep.
That's her old. She's old in these pictures. She's old in this picture.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's like almost.
She is a young lady.
She is almost 60.
Yeah, she is. She's actually 63.
The young lady.
Right now, I'm okay. I can live with it. Right now. 58.
58.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
That's
Right?
58. That's how 58 looks.
Go
Jen, I'm going to need you to start working out, okay?
need this to be your thing for a little bit. Who else was in there? Sofia Vergara?
Oh.
Talking about, she was 51 or some shit like that?
Okay,
Yeah.
Bro.
How old is she?
52.
Yeah.
All right?
Man.
And we're going to type in nude there.
No,
all right?
yeah, see? You feel me?
No, a real one. Okay,
Word.
there we go.
A real one. Yeah.
There, that's real.
That's crazy.
That's
Get that off
That's
the
not
screen,
real. That's
actually.
AI.
Hey, look, AI.
But that's basically what it is.
AI does wild things, man. Like I've seen
Yes.
guys catfish girls with AI photos, bro. Like grown men using AI to catfish chicks, bro.
Have you
I
seen
just got an AI video back like the other day.
Of you?
And yeah, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like this picture that I took, and I started off like, I think with like my leg up on like a sofa stand or something. And then I go down into like this frog pose, and only one of my eyes blink.
What?
And it's like the craziest wicked looking thing. It's weird.
And you just put a photo in it, right?
Yeah.
That's insanity to me.
Well, I mean
Yeah.
that's been happening a lot with and they're trying to pass legislation to ban people from doing that and reposting it if it's not your own likeness.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have been doing this, grabbing a bunch of photos of somebody, plugging it into the AI, and created nude pornography of it, sharing it with other students at a college.
Yeah.
And saying, yo, look what this chick did.
That's defamation.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
hard. Yeah.
And those people have been getting like 10 or 30 years in jail. 10 to 15
like the
years.
perpetrators, the
Yes,
people creating.
the ones that are creating
good.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I still
Because
think-
that's disrespectful.
That's cool. I
fucked
still
up.
think then if that's the case, I think catfish women should get banned.
Which I'd agree with that.
I think girls who be out here catfishing.
No, you ever seen the show on MTV called
I don't
Catfish?
understand how that's been running
Yeah.
for 15 years.
Well, neither do I.
Because there's no way, like, there's FaceTime, there's every messaging service has a video chat option.
I can't FaceTime you right now.
Then bitch, stop talking to me.
I can't talk
But
to you right now. I can only text you. I'll speak to you on Facebook.
Yeah, I can't call you right now. What?
Yo, but they're targeting desperate people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's their mojo. That's why it's been on for 15 years. Because they exist.
Yeah.
Like, they're there.
Have you ever been have either of you ever been
Yes.
catfished?
Easy. One time, when I was like maybe freshly 18, bruh, there were these two girls that were messaging me. One was like a sexy curly redhead.
Wait a
And
second.
she
So
had
are
a
you
blonde
bisexual?
girlfriend. Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. And and she had a girlfriend who was like blonde, thin. They were sending me on Snapchat in 2018. So for me, I'm like, this is legit.
This
Before,
gotta be legit.
We didn't have any of the crazy bypassing
No,
like
none of
apps
that.
now. And they were like, meet me at this local coffee shop at this time. Once again, the Lord saving me from disaster. Well, I was so excited. I was ready to die for these girls. They were so hot.
Right now.
Like right now. And I show up to the coffee shop. I texted them like the day of, I'm going to be like 15 minutes late. Blocked. They blocked me. I said, never seen that before. Interesting. Okay. I show up. I asked the coffee shop, like the baristas. I'm like, hey, did you see like two women, red and blonde hair, hanging out at all? Nope. I said, oh. I almost got snatched up. My bad. Look at the Lord making me late to my own abduction.
Human
Perfect.
trafficking almost happened to you.
Wait,
Yeah.
What? For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. In my
Oh,
hometown.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Virginia.
VA is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It
DMV,
is
bro.
wild. See, my story not even that cool.
Go. But go now.
Mine's not even that cool.
I should have went last.
I mean,
My bad.
can you top that?
I was 16.
Oh,
16.
16. All right.
Okay, I'm on
MySpace.
Yep, MySpace or AOL Messenger.
Oh, AIM.
AIM,
Yeah, that's right.
back in the day. You know what I mean? For those who are too young, y'all don't know. Yeah. Y'all know about that.
Us old folk, that's how we did.
That's
before
how
texting.
Before texting, because I wasn't paying for these texts. I'm not doing it.
AIM was free.
Yeah, it was free. I had to use dial-up to get it. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I'm ruining the phone line for everybody in the house for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, because a lot of kids don't know when you're on the internet, you could not call.
Could not get a call through for nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know about that?
No, I mean, I grew up with dial-up anyway. We lived in the woods, so there wasn't.
Oh, okay. So
there,
about it.
There wasn't internet.
So you
at my house.
So you dialing up?
I'm dialing up, okay. And there's this chick on AIM, and she done sent a couple of photos back and forth. Blah blah blah. She's trying to invite me to the crib. Now, granted, 16, no car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How am I get there? I'm gonna figure it out.
What? Yeah. I got a hot $60 in my pocket. Back in the day, yeah, $60 you gonna get something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, you dial 777
I will 77. Nope. See, I wasn't even that smart. I was like,
you weren't going fucking taxis?
No, ready? Watch me work. So I put the address in the MapQuest, right? In the MapQuest, ready? Show my age a little bit. Yeah. So I put it in MapQuest. I'm looking at where it's at. Okay, that's close to one of my friend's house. So I'm like, hey, bro, are we coming this weekend? I'm bullshitting. I know we had never spoke about it. So he's like, I mean, we can do a boys' night this weekend. Have everybody come over to the house. The girl lived like 3 streets over from where one of my buddies lived. So I asked, I talked to my mom, like, yeah, we're supposed to go to Andrew's house, blah, 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 blah. Cool, not a problem, because at that point, it wasn't uncommon for us to be over there on the weekend. Like, it was like every other weekend we were going. I'm using all my bullshit sexy talk that I thought was cute at the time. I'm trying this girl's whole life. She's talking all kinds of spicy. Yeah, just come over, blah, 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 blah. Okay, no problem. I'm getting through the week. I'm blowing through the week. Like, I don't care about practice. I don't care about schoolwork. I'm just trying to get this Friday night. We get there. I pack my bag. I get dropped off at my buddy's house. As soon as we get there, I say, hey, man, I need your boot. Get out of the way. I need your computer. Log in.
I need your computer. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm at my buddy's house. I'm a couple streets away. Let me know when to pull up. Okay, cool. No problem. She's like, I'm about to shower. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, not a problem. So we're playing video games in the living room, and we could see the computer setup, because everybody had the computer, like if the entertainment center is here, the computer's where you're sitting.
Gotcha.
So we're sitting over there with no problem. I look up, boop, here comes I dropped the whole controller, and my pizza. Okay, drop everything, and my pizza. Drop that shit. Get over there. He's like, yeah. But when you come over, just come to my window.
What?
Wait, let me land. She's like, yeah. She's trying to give me little oral fun. She tells me
through the window. Which I'm not mad at.
Who?
Wait a second. No. I think you're missing it. It was a dude.
Thank you. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear. Like, 'cause I don't know. I've never met this person, and you're just telling me to randomly stick my joint through a window? 2 things are gonna go left. I might lose it.
And what if they shut the motherfucking window?
You slam the window down on my stuff? Or if, like, you've got, for all I know, I'm 16. I'm thinking you got the samurai knife. Pow! I'm gone. Yeah. I'm gone. Now
for the rest of my life,
I'm a eunuch now. Yeah. I'm a eunuch at that point.
Yeah.
Yo, dog, what happened?
Yeah. So first off,
Max, we nub.
Yeah, nub, boy. So I'm over here, I'm 16, and I'm talking to the fellas about it. Guys, she talk about this, that, and the third.
They're like, they talk some fucking truth into you.
They're like, fuck it, let's roll.
Oh,
let's ride.
They pulling up with you.
They coming. They said, bro, we're not gonna let you go out like that. Let's go. Let's see what she's talking about. So now I do this. Hey, you got some friends with you? She's like, yeah, I got 2 or 3 friends with me. Okay.
Is it 2 or is it 3?
Well, it don't matter. There's only 3 of us.
Okay.
So we're good.
And they want all 3 through the window.
Nah, look. So we get over there, and I know it's the house because the window is cracked like this, right?
Mm-hmm. Suspicious.
It's very suspicious. Very much so. So, I'm off the side. Selena. My buddy goes, man, fuck that. Swings the shit open. Swings it wide open. Wide open. Sure enough, it's 3 gay kids.
I called it, didn't I?
3 gay kids, bro.
I motherfucking called it.
If there's 3 of them, they could have done that themselves.
Yeah, but they want new dick.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's fair.
3, and they were small guys, like 3 skinny gay white kids.
So what happened?
It's time to go.
It's
We're
time
leaving.
to go.
Yeah.
We're out of here. We're out of here. I'm so glad my friend was like, man, fuck this. Let's figure it out.
Man,
Yep.
that's not catfish, man.
Bro,
man.
that's
I'm a
That's
fucking.
I had to kill you.
charge.
Yeah.
But could you
Like,
imagine? Could you imagine like I let it happen and what? No, somebody in this room has to die today.
right now? Yeah.
Let me not say that to the ABC community.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'd have meant that with my
Allegedly.
soul. But to the ABC community, that's a lot of hate.
That's not hate. No,
At
fuck
16
that. If you were trying to trick somebody who is straight to have sex with you or touch them inappropriately,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
Like,
I
you're
think
that's a
bad person.
crime.
That's a crime.
That's
Yeah,
called
that's a crime.
rape.
That's rape.
Yeah.
That is rape.
I mean,
Yeah.
but haven't we all been raped at some point?
Yes.
What?
And what doesn't kill you makes
Hear
you
me out.
stronger.
Hear me out. Let me
But-
land.
Yeah.
Let me land on this.
Yeah,
Have you
please
ever
do.
had a girl who was aggressively trying to get your dick?
Well, that's not rape.
Uh,
When you
You're
allow-
with me, right? You're with me. You with me on this,
yeah.
right? Like,
Well, it's the same. If you flip it,
if
it's
you
the
flip
same
it, it's
thing.
the same.
Like I am guilted. Like you have guilted me into fucking you.
Yeah,
Like, and that's a problem.
Like, there's been times like
It
That's a
didn't
problem.
cost me anything.
it cost you. Was she a big girl? Exactly. You could tell her no. You could tell Baby D no. You had to get that up.
I didn't.
You had
She gonna
to.
smack you into something.
Yeah.
God damn it, bro. That was
See?
in high school.
That-
That was in high
Ah,
school.
see, that
I
matters.
was like,
Influential.
no. And she was like, yes.
And see, that's rape.
Probably the only word she could say.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's rape.
And then it's, I still don't consider that rape because I consented, but it was very forceful.
Hey, look, see. But if it were the other way
Which,
around,
if you convince yourself that you've consented,
that's rape.
So she convinced me to convince myself
Exactly.
that I consent.
yeah.
You were
So
manipulated. into
that's
that.
I was,
manipulation.
bro.
Yeah,
I
like that's
was.
You're a
she's a
victim.
bad person,
You're a
and you're a
victim.
victim. Yeah,
I'm sorry that
I
happened to you.
can't tell
and
you
it's
that
only made you a cooler person.
it only happened once, and
You
I
know.
regretted it. So
Yeah.
maybe that's even more of a
hmm
oh fuck, I
Yeah.
was raped.
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard it here first on In Max We Trust. I am a rape victim.
There it is.
Yeah.
That Me Too movement is real. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
For
Me
real.
too. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I said it to
Guys can get raped.
bro. The
Yeah.
wildest thing I heard ever. I was in Nebraska, and they were talking about.
They told you to put your dick through a window.
No, they did not.
No, that was the previous story.
Into a hay
My
barrel.
bad.
In a hay barrel, but that's different.
Hey, well, oh,
I'm
what?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh.
Just
My
kidding.
bad. Yeah, my face told on me. I said, "You're talking a mess."
Max, if these stories keep going, I'm gonna start thinking all of them are true.
You know, not in a hay barrel, guys. But this one kid, I was always wondering, like, he's, you know, those young awkward kids. He might be like 20,
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
And like, don't get me wrong, NFL guys get all kinds of women thrown at them.
Sure.
Small town arena, that's the most attention I've gotten from women in life. In life, you're talking.
Because they think you big.
They
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you're still
Like,
you're
you
a
know,
pro baller.
you're a pro ball
Yeah.
player at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and we're playing like we're the only thing going in the city. It's not like Tampa where like there's something going on
Every weekend.
at all times. Like
Yeah.
people will come see us. Like we played in like the hockey rink for their local team, and we hadn't lost. We didn't lose no games in that building.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Y'all
Like
tearing it up
Yeah, I mean-
in and on and off the field.
on
You know
after,
what
you know
I'm
what I mean?
saying?
I mean, I
in
wasn't.
Nebraska.
In Nebraska. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like my first week there, they had a snowstorm. I didn't know what a snowstorm was.
I still don't.
It's okay, ready? It's a
I
hurricane.
still don't.
Ready? It's a hurricane with snow instead of rain.
Rain.
Why
Yeah.
the
Same
fuck
shit.
would anybody live there?
That look, but I know when we got there, you had people who had never met us before. They knew the out of town guys were living in the loft we were in. I've never received this many trays of food, like big tins of food, perishables, canned goods, bottles, like gallons of water. Like we had random shit at the door.
So you had like
Straight
FEMA
royalty.
delivering food for you?
Yeah, but like people just like, hey, we know you've never been through this. Just make sure you guys are okay. And if you guys run out of power, just come on over. Mind you, like that's just how nice people are over there.
Yeah.
So one of the young guys, I think he's brother to one of the teammates or cousin, something like that. We're out and about at the bar, having a great time, sensational time. Again, we get a lot of attention because they see us play. So this young college girl, beautiful woman, brunette, 5'2",
White, black, Spanish?
racially ambiguous. Okay, but we're not. It's one of those like,
Well, mutt.
yeah, like I don't know what you are. You
Yeah.
might be, a little Italian, a little German, a little Brazilian. Who knows? You know?
Oh, that Brazilian. He's talking about the booty.
You know.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
So
It ain't your beauty.
It ain't the beauty, it's your booty.
It's your booty.
So he's getting plenty of, this girl is all over him, and he keeps doing this number. Like every time she tries to get close. Like it's one of those, like, you know how people who've been like assaulted, like they're real skittish around.
Timid,
real
yeah.
timid around
like
people.
a beaten dog.
Yeah, type shit.
Like,
That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
like,
but it was
for real,
bad. So
yeah.
I'm over here like, bro, you know, we end up having our good time. We leave, we're going back, and he ends up staying in our loft. And I'm like, bro, what's wrong? He's like, he just starts drinking. And he is on Jack Daniels, and he's.
Are you about to go dark-sided, man?
No, hear me out. Hear me out. He's drinking this bottle, and I'm on the PlayStation, just like, all right, bro, do you? Because whatever you're going through, ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't really know you like that.
Like, and I asked, and you're not saying nothing.
Yeah, you ain't saying that,
like,
so I'm done with you.
Yeah.
And he's drinking.
And he's drinking, and he's like, this is not quite the big boy bottle, but it's a solid bottle of Jack.
Oh, straight liquor.
Straight Jack, no chasing, no nothing. He just bottoms up on it.
Woo, playing bubbles with himself.
You know what I'm saying? He goes, I can't, I'm not ready yet. I said, ready for what, motherfucker? Like, wait, man, spit it out. He's like, yeah, a fat chick got me once.
Like, pulled him out the sea.
The way he described this story, he is a victim. He is a victim.
That is not right.
Hey. He said he lost a pair of pants.
Oh.
Like,
inside her vagina?
No, lost it. Like she ripped the pants off of him and took it.
How big was this gentleman?
He's 5'8", 5'9".
How much do you weigh?
$160 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, shit.
Small dude.
A fucking midget could take advantage of him.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, but he said a big girl took it from him.
Poor dude.
Virginity?
She took it from him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out
pulled
what
him out
it
the water
is.
and did not throw him back.
She legit raped that poor man, and
That's
he's not.
terrible.
But that's my first time ever hearing about a dude being like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, that's a big girl. You know what I mean? It's all right. She got snacks and shit. You be all right, man, dog. Like,
Well, it's easy when you're black, bro, because, I mean, you can get through all those.
you know.
Yeah, you know, but
the doors are open.
For us, no, not doors open. I'm talking about get through all of it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
For us
Straight
white guys,
snowplow in the
us Spanish
snowstorm.
guys, every inch counts.
That's fair.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. Any parting words before we go?
Any party words?
Any parting words?
Parting words. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in. I aired out every ounce of dirty laundry that I have tonight. So find me on Food for Thought with KD on YouTube and be my friend.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we'll be back another time, another guest in Max We Trust.